Welcome to the Executive's View, the sports podcast where the stakes are high and the debates are fierce. Please welcome your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, alongside co-host Barry DeVille Jordan. Each week, we bring you into the boardroom where the elite minds of sports converge. From the gridiron strategies to the business behind the ball, we tackle the hard-hitting questions and give you an insider's perspective. So pull up a chair and join us at the table where champions are made and legends are born. This is the Executive's View. Let's get down to business.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Executive View. I'm your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, and this is the View from on top. You can be anywhere in the world on a Tuesday night, but you're here with the executives, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how to do this by myself, man. I got a slew of brothers, and I mean a slew of brothers that is ready to chop it up and talk about everything around the world of sports. You guys know my co-host, Barry DeVille Jordan, is in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Villain, I'm in the house. Feel me with no hands, my people. Feel me. I'm in a great mood. I'm celebratory. I don't care what Chandler says. He can't ruin my high. He can't bring me down. You ain't nobody bring me. No bad news. No bad news. No bad news. No bad news.
My man came out with the whiz. The whiz. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Speaking of the guy, Chandler, CK's in the building. We call him Uncle around these parts. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
I'm all right, man. I just listen. For those of y'all that are watching this, we apologize for the B cup that's shown with that UConn jersey. We tried to ask him to stop, but you know what it is.
C cup.
My bad, C cup. My bad.
Yeah, I can't with these two already. We ain't 35 seconds in and they going ham. Larry's in the building. What's going on, my guy? Larry, how we doing, sir?
Man, look, hey, Barry didn't set it off, man. Barry put out the jersey he had in high school, man. Like, it's still fit. It's still fit.
It's a Newton jersey. It's a Newton jersey, man.
That's the medium.
Hey, I don't fit you.
No, you'd be surprised. I lost like 20 pounds in the last 2-3 months, so this was super tight when I got the jersey.
You ain't doing it but making it worse, brother.
I'm happy, glad about myself. You can't tell me nothing.
I ain't mad at you, yo. And we had to get this next one, his key card, back working again, man. He's been MIA. Shout out to Black Zach back in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Oh man, like I say all this time, man. It's good to be here. When I'm not here, it's for a good reason. When I'm not here, so I love to come in here on Tuesday nights and talk with the rest of the execs. But of course, to keep the theme going, I have on a different hat, as I always do. Now
that's a plus.
Now this is a Florida Marlins hat, as you may know. But what's special about this hat, y'all might say? This is a Florida Marlins hat with the 2003 World Series patch on it. I'll let you Yankees fans piece that together.
I'm not.
We can remove him from the show. Here's
the thing. I had every intention on giving praise and respect to my man Steve. You know what I'm saying? Going through some stuff. Shout out to the lady, and everything. But you know what? The hell with you, sir. I said what I said. Forget Steve and everything he stand for. You know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? He coming trying to throw shade on in the boardroom. We ain't with that nonsense.
Burn that hat too.
Hey, villain.
Get a look at that beautiful patch. Look at that beautiful patch. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, I can't with y'all. But gentlemen, I ain't gonna waste anybody's time, man. We got a lot to get to. And you know what? I'm trying to get Barry out of here before he turned into a pumpkin. I wanted to start with some of the biggest news of the day. And I'm gonna come right back to where Barry's at, man. Dan Hurley decides to stay at UConn, turn down the Lakers job. We talked about it at length in the group thread, but I wanted to bring that here on air. I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to kind of say their piece about it, what they thought. We all suspected that he was going to stay at UConn, especially when He didn't accept the job and the offer right away. But Villain, I'll start with you, man. Your boy comes back for a three-peat, man. Talk to me about it.
Well, I mean, I think that's false media right there. I think most of the boys thought that he was gone. I think the initial reports, and I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I mean, at least the UConn fans that I connect with, I talk to on a regular basis, we were preparing for the worst. I even said he's gone. I didn't think he was going to come back to UConn. I mean, the Lakers, it sounded like before they met with him on Friday, they made it sound like they were going to back the truck up. They were going to throw a lot of money at him. It was like money was no object, and they were going to do everything to get their number one guy who they had at the top of their list. Lo and behold, it starts to come out. I mean, they offered him about $11 million a year. UConn, even the governor of Connecticut, Ned Lamont, came out and said they would make him one of the highest paid college coaches, upwards to $10 million a year. So you're talking about $1 million more per year to live in California. And I know, most people, here don't live in California. I have family out there. It ain't cheap to live in California, and especially if you get a divorce. If you go live in California, it's cheaper to keep her. You better keep that woman, right? So that's real talk. But I mean, as a UConn fan, I'm from Connecticut, so I can speak to Connecticut.
Here we go.
And UConn.
Here we go.
I just have to mess with Chili because he tried to say I got tickle bitty, so I'm gonna keep digging at him. No, but real talk though, that's a lame offer. It's a lame offer, $11 million a year, when it sounded like they were going to back the truck up for this guy, right? And Ty Lue got, how much did he get? 12, 14-ish? No, 13, I think. 13 million a year. And you offered Ty Lue less money, and then you gave him a 3-year, you offered him a 3-year contract it was a 4 or 5 year contract. The first 3 years were guaranteed, and then you had to pick his staff. And then, so you go from that, you lose out on him, you lose out on Monty Williams, who chose the Suns job over the Lakers job, and then you're supposedly backing the truck up for Dan Hurley, and you not lowball him, but an offer that he could have got, or he almost got, is going to get at UConn. It just doesn't make any sense. The Lakers, they totally fumbled this one. I feel like if it was a better offer, that Dan Hurley probably would have left. The fact that he got on a plane and came back to Connecticut told you all you needed to know, because he would have been out there finalizing the deal. So I think the Lakers missed out on this, even though I think Hurley is loyal to UConn. The kids started practice. He didn't want to leave after the first day of kids committing to him and say, hey, you know what? I'm out. Peace out. I got a better offer. But they didn't make it compelling enough for the Lakers. It didn't make it compelling enough for him to want to leave UConn and coach in LA. Plus, honestly, who wants to deal with LeBron? I'm going to be totally honest with you. LeBron is the coach, and Darvin Ham learned that firsthand. Why would I want to leave where I'm the GOAT? I'm like, I could print money in Connecticut to go to a situation where in 2 years I'm possibly out of a job.
I mean, I can honestly respect it. You know what, Steve? I'm gonna throw this at you, but I'm gonna throw some spice in there a little bit. Throughout Barry's whole, argument there, it was talking about money, dollars and cents. And again, I do believe that the Los Angeles Lakers did kind of lowball them, so to speak. But if they backed the Brinks truck up like we all, may have thought that they would have, do you honestly think that Hurley is the Los Angeles Lakers coach, or do you think that, the jump from the collegiate game to the program was that insurmountable and he just wanted to stay in college? Talk to me, Steve.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'll address the money first. It's like, let's not forget, like when they were handing out PPP loans, stuff like that, the Lakers applied for one to help pay payroll, to help make payroll and stuff like that. It's like, it's one of those things where the Lakers, and we talked about this weeks ago, and I brought it up. The Lakers aren't the Lakers anymore. You know, they're still a brand. They're still a brand like the Cowboys and the Yankees and the Cubs and stuff like that. But the Lakers aren't the Lakers anymore. You know, and sadly, some of that Laker mystique, you know, went away when Dr. Bus passed away. You know, so like, I mean, no disrespect to Jeannie. I'm sure she's doing the best she can, but Dr. Bus had that swag. He would get guys in that room and he'd be like, man, look at this. Look at Wilt and Wes. And, you know, he knew how to sell being a Laker. Like it meant something, you know, and being part of the Laker organization meant something. And a lot of the mystique and a lot of the luster is off that franchise, you know, and I think you couple that with what, like Barry said, with LeBron and just LeBron just being so just, you know, in it. You know what I'm saying? Just more than any other player in the league. And especially at this point in his career where LeBron just, he's a presence there. And it's like any coach outside of maybe Pop and some other guys, is like you'll feel that pressure. And then Hurley coming from the college ranks, even though, you know, he got skins on the wall. You know what I'm saying? He can write his own ticket. And I don't think it's money. It's, you know, again, like Barry alluded to, it's like California. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that $1 million, that gets eaten up in taxes. It's like, you don't even see that $1 million, you know, and really more than that, you know. So money stretches a little bit further in Connecticut. Even though people sleep on the fact that like Connecticut, some of the most wealthiest people in America live in Connecticut, you know. But you know, at least Hurley will be able to finally afford a nice house with this raise that he gets. You know, but other than that, I just feel like, yeah, it's a combination of money and the loss of the Lakers mystique and like dealing with that roster, you know, LeBron and Anthony Davis, and it's just like the attitudes. And it's like, yeah, Hurley, look, we made our jokes, we posted our memes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if I'm Dan Hurley, I am building something. It's like, you know, he is at a point to where it's like he is going to get that, you know, that status. He's going to get a statue somewhere in stores, you know, if he stays on this trajectory, you know, and they might already be thinking about building him one now, especially if they can pull off this 3P, you know. And I don't know, like, I just more so want to focus on what do the Lakers do now? You know, Hurley's going back to UConn. What do the Lakers do now? Who do they bring in? Because it is, like we talked about this weeks ago. I was like, this is a very important offseason for the Lakers. They have to nail this hire because they cannot joke around. Because at this point in LeBron's and now, like AD is no spring chicken. At this point in their careers, they need to get stable and they need to get this. And they need to. There's a big bad boogeyman in Denver that they just can't find a way around. You know. But there's more than that, because now you see you have Dallas and you have, you know, the young T-Wolves and you have the other teams and stuff like that. You have OKC, you know, I don't think they're going anywhere. So like the Lakers need to figure it out because the rest of the West is going to pass them by if they don't get this together.
So I'm gonna put that Laker question on pause because I wanted to get to that, but I wanted to let Chandler go real quick. You know, again, Dan Hurley, Dan Hurley turned down the Lakers job, stayed at UConn. Tell me how you felt, CK.
I actually thought that, well, first of all, I was hoping he would go because then he'd get fired in 2 years and he'd be St. John's coach. So I really wanted him to go, right? I really wanted him to go. I'm being dead ass serious when I say that, okay? Because the Lakers were going to fumble this, right? And then he was going to need to come back. UConn would already have a coach, and then we could have him in St. John's because I wanted him in St. John's a long time ago. Now, having said that, the Lakers fucked this up 17 ways to Sunday. They fucked this up. You got him out. First of all, let's start with the fact that you got Adrian Wojnarowski to put this lie out there for you that he was your top choice all along. That you were in this stealth mode of trying to get Danny Hurley there and nobody knew about it when your organization leaks like a sieve, okay? When Jeannie Buss farts, it's in the LA Times, okay? But suddenly, for 2 months, Nobody knew he was going after Daniel Hurley because everybody was keeping quiet. That's the first lie. Secondly, Rick Bucher was on the 3-letter network because, he used to be on the 4-letter network, but he told too much truth, so they fired him. So he's at the 3-letter network now, but he's connected as anybody. One of the things he said today was that Daniel Hurley got there and saw the amount of dysfunction that exists there, which goes back to what a couple of people were talking about with the Laker organization and the dysfunction, the mom and pop shop operation, and the amount of people who need to be fed, whose egos need to be fed. I don't think this was about LeBron. I think this was about the Kurt Rambuses and the Linda Rambuses and the Rob Pelinkas and everybody else who's got a little agenda going on there. If they weren't going to let him choose his own staff. And then you add on to that you lowballed him. That man got on the plane. Now, we all know that he is a Jersey guy. He's an East Coast guy. If you're going to get him to uproot his family, because, wife, kids, mom, dad, brother, everybody was going to have to come, right? You're going to have to bring them all. You had to offer him at least $14 million, at least. Because you got to get his wife to sign off. Because what did he say after he won a championship? When they say, well, Danny, what about this? He said, you got to talk to my boss. The boss is named Andrea Hurley. All right? That's his wife. She's in charge. She say where they go. All right? So you got to get her to say, no, we ain't passing this up. That number starts at 14. It starts at 14. You offer this man $11 million. After taxes, that's like $8 million. How much is he making in Stores, Connecticut, Barry? $8 million.
No, it's $5 million now, but they offered $10 million.
So you basically offered him the same thing Connecticut's offering him.
Basically.
Are you kidding me? 11 million in California after taxes ain't enough to buy a house big enough for the whole family. I was stationed in California. Trust me on this, I know. And it was bad when I was out there. That was in the 90s. It's worse now. Okay? So I'm not shocked he turned it down. Now you add in what Barry was talking about with the kids is now on campus. You add in the chance to be be equal with his dad. His father is a legend in high school basketball. His father's one of the few high school coaches in the Naismith Hall of Fame. Okay? If you don't think he want to match what his father did and top his brother, who was a Hall of Fame college basketball player, whereas Danny Hurley, listen, does anybody even remember he played college basketball? If you don't think he's competing against some ghosts in his own family, y'all not paying attention. So he has a chance to, when they go to that Thanksgiving dinner and they start landing, you know how Thanksgiving dinners go with y'all people that have family, and everybody start talking about what they got, and they want to start, giving people the business about what you ain't got. He want to throw 3 rings up on the table and say, hey, John Wooden and me. John Wooden and me, Dad, what you got? Okay?
Right.
So, at the end of the day, the Lakers lied. They used Woj to lie. They never, ever, ever, ever were serious about this. Oh, and by the way, James Borrego is going to be the next Cleveland Cavaliers coach. So miss me with the James Borrego is at the top of their list. This is all so they could justify hiring J.J. Redick. I'm not going to blame LeBron on this. I'm going to blame the dysfunctional Los Angeles Lakers franchise front office. And I'm going to say this. This was always a mom and pop operation. But the father had business interests outside of the Lakers that was bringing in money. Jeannie, her sister, her brothers, they have never been able to match what their father did as far as outside monies coming in. That franchise is probably worth $8 billion. They run it like it's worth $8 million.
Sheesh. Speaking of, finances and money, Villain, talk to me, man. You wanted to get back in here before we go to Larry, man. Talk to me, guy.
Yeah, I just want to put it in perspective, right? So I live in Fairfield County, Connecticut. So I mean, Chandler knows I'm authorized to talk about Fairfield County because it is in Connecticut. So the median house price in Connecticut, Fairfield County, where I live, is $635,000 a year, right? I paid half of that for my house 3 years ago, but the price of my house is about $500,000. I don't mind talking about it. It's public record. You can find my house and you can figure it out on your own, right? Doesn't matter. In Storrs, Connecticut, the median price is $290,000. Okay, so that $5 million a year that he was getting, and then double that to 10, will go a long way to get him a mansion in Storrs, Connecticut, right? The median price the premium price for a house in Los Angeles County, Connecticut, or this Los Angeles, California, $972,000. Okay, so that 10,000 in Connecticut, or 10 million in Connecticut, and that 10 million, 11 million in California, that don't add up, brother. It don't add up. I just wanted to point that out for the people. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, again, we look at it. When you and I start looking at buying houses and stretching our dollar. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull back the curtain. My wife and I are talking about it now because we're looking at relocating here, and the next couple months, maybe coming to a city near you. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I mean, your dollar goes. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Your dollar goes a lot farther in some places than it does other places, man. So
absolutely.
We've spoken about this before when it comes to free agent signings. So if the same mindset is the same when free agents want to go to a city, the same kind of mindset has to be in play when coaches either accept or turn down an offer. Larry, you're the last one to go on this one, man. I wanted to hear your opinion. Dan Hurley turns it down. You heard about the financial implications. There's dysfunction, from the top down. Give me a position on my guy.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing but pissing me off talking about stretching the dollar. I live in Houston. We can't get free agents, and we can't. It barely coaches, and you talking about stretching a dollar, man. You own half of us. You own your own city for $900,000.
Yeah. I know, right?
For real, like Steve know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you can buy half a Pearland for like $500,000.
Yeah, the house you would be able to get in Houston for $970,000.
It's like literally, this is a true story. My stepdad lives in Philly, and he came and saw my uncle's house, and my uncle paid like almost $3 for it. And he was like, "Dude, this is like a mansion here." He's like, "Dude, how much was this house?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't move to Houston." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, this is Houston prices, and this is Houston houses. So don't get me started on that much." But I gotta disagree with you. I think Hurley was gone. And you know why I say I think he was gone? Because his dream is to be an NBA coach. And you think I can't up my dad and my brother? Not only am I a 2-time NCAA champion, but I go over there and I'm a Lakers champion. Lakers and Celtics head coaches always, you win a championship, you in that upper echelon of mystique of coaches. And I think that he was set on it until he got out there. He saw the dysfunction. And this was the part that pissed me off. Because I'm not a Lakers fan. I would love to see them go into, oblivion. But Kerr is making 17. I think that's where that price starts at 17. You cannot go to a 2-time NCAA coach and give him peanuts on the dollar. I honestly thought they were going to give him closer to that 90-ish, 95, somewhere up in there, fully guaranteed contract, something to talk him into coming into, because anybody knows you're going to a dysfunctional job for the money. And if it's fully guaranteed, which they have been saying, oh, he's going to come in, he's going to be here for the next 8, 9, 10 years. I think if that was the case and that number was at 17, 18, 20, he was gone. Because at 17, 18, 20, now, that medium house, in LA is looking real nice. His brother's already in Arizona. Hey, we can go down to Arizona, visit him for the summer, back and forth. I think that he was gone until he got there, saw the numbers. The numbers that wasn't making no sense. I don't think Danny Hurley's crazy like that. But if the numbers was astronomical, he'd be like, I can deal with the dysfunction. I'll make it work. I think that he was pretty much gone, because you're not going to fly from Connecticut to LA if you're not even intrigued into the job. That's just not going to happen. Now they might have flew to California, they might have flew to UConn, but he wasn't flying out there unless he had some intrigue in taking the job, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that he was not considering leaving. I think
I thought he was going to go too, bro. I think what you said is right. The number was wrong, and the dysfunction.
But and that's his dream. His dream, he said it. He wants to be an NBA coach. And what job has and yeah, they knocked the knot of the lust off of it. But there are a few jobs in the NBA. If you win a championship, then you're in the upper echelon. And the Lakers is one of them. Pat Riley been in Miami for umpteen years. People don't remember that he won all them Lakers championships. Phil Jackson he went to the Knicks and was just chilling. Like, yeah, I'm a Lakers head coach, championship, But I think he was set on going, and the number is really what came down to it, right? And now I'm gonna veer over to the Lakers a little bit. Remember what I've been calling it all week? It's a shit show. It's literally a shit show. You're like one of the most valuable franchises, and you offer this dude peanuts. Mm-hmm. Peanuts. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't go to him and be like, okay, we're the NBA, but we're gonna pay you the same thing you're getting paid in college. No. If it's some unproven coach, you're thinking about, okay, well, he's the next hot shot coach, we're gonna take a chance on him. I could see that, but this dude is a 2-time champion. This dude's won everywhere he's went. You can't come in and lowball him like that. And you're lowballing him knowing that LeBron's your coach killer. He just is. He's a coach killer. He runs that team. Even with Darvin Ham, they were saying how Darvin Ham was trying to sub him out. He was calling out the sub out. All of the analysts was basically saying the same thing. Even Darvin Ham sets, LeBron was like, no, we're gonna run the set I want to run. So I think that Danny Hurley, he would have took the job. He would have been okay with it. But the dysfunction, the shit show, you got to deal with LeBron. I think that's ultimately, the thing that killed the deal. And when you're sitting back and you're looking at like the Lakers, I always put the Lakers in the same category with like the Yankees. They was willing to pay whatever the price was to get the player they wanted, or to get the coach they wanted, or to get, whoever they wanted. They offered Coach K. Coach K was going to be the highest paid coach in the NBA when they tried to get Coach K to come over there. Now, prying Coach K, somebody who's been at Duke for 40 years away, is a lot harder thing to do than the pry away Danny Hurley, who's not been at UConn that long. If they would have made him the highest paid coach, I think he would have been gone. But it puts more of a reflection on the Lakers and how much crap they got going on over there. But not only how much crap you got going on, how much of your organization has went in the toilet that you will go after a coach, sell this dream that you're gonna build this whole 10-year plan and all this other stuff, and then offer him assistant coach money. That's what I'm just gonna say. So I'm good with it. They'll be in more dysfunction. Let them go hire JJ Redick. We're gonna let them lose to the Rockets in the first round this year.
Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? Villain has an interesting point. I want him to bring that, to the show, man. Villain, go ahead and say what you just said, in the chat, man, because that's interesting.
I mean, just put it in perspective. How much of a show? We'll say my mom might be watching shit show. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, she's 78 years old. I'm still scared of my mom.
Your mom never heard the word shit before, bro.
Yeah, but still, she don't like me cussing. She doesn't. She don't hear me, but she don't like it. They're definitely paying 2 coaches right now not to coach for them, and I'm pretty sure that Walton is in the last year or close to the last year, the original deal he signed. They're paying Darvin Ham his buyout money, and then they're paying Frank Vogel his buyout money. Yep. So to hire another coach, they're paying over almost $30 million for a coach.
There's no salary cap on coaches.
But you're still paying them. And
Don't-
if they're in financial peril, like Chandler is alluding to, that's a lot of money that you got tied up in coaches.
They daddy wouldn't have gave a shit. I'm just we saying shit.
I
we all-
LG, I feel you.
Yeah.
But I feel you. But just put it in perspective of how much of a shit show is going on in LA. They're paying 2 coaches not to coach for them, and then they're hiring another coach that they have to pay top dollar to get into the building.
Because
that's a mess.
You know why I'll go even further? You know why I'll go even further? The dad, not only he was gonna make Coach K the highest paid coach because he wanted Coach K. Remember, he went after Shark. He tried to get Tarkanian even before all of that. And he was like, name his price. I want Jerry Tarkanian. Until Jerry Tarkanian got in trouble, he was like, no, get that dude whatever he want. That's my coach. Bring him in.
But see, the father had money coming in from other interests, whereas the kids don't have. This is the only income they have.
I don't think it's that for Chandler. I think the daddy, his mindset was kind of like old man Steinbrenner. Pay the money. We'll win it back. We'll make the money back because we win the championships.
That's true.
They don't have that. They don't have that mindset.
No, they don't, because they grew up like Hal Steinbrenner. They grew up not having to work for anything, and this was given to them. You understand what I'm saying? He had to go out and listen. Jerry Buss was self-made, bro. Nobody gave him nothing. He didn't grow up in the money. He was self-made. His kids.
They sitting over there. But they sitting over there paying Rob Pelinka to sit around and look like he fucking know what the hell he doing, and he ain't doing shit.
Because again, you got a bunch of people who all got their own agendas, and nobody wants to admit they wrong.
The only I can tell you right now, you can look at the Lakers team and you know who runs it. And they say, oh, Rob Pelinka's making moves. No, LeBron says, oh, I want AD. No, I want this player on the team. No, I want more bigs on the team. And all he does is go and get the players that LeBron wants. And that's what he does.
You still got Linda Rambis involved in player personnel, bro. Come on.
Hey, look, I'm going to put it like this. Every time I hear her name come up, I think about Drake. You weren't with me shooting in the gym. What the hell are you doing over there?
Exactly. Why is she involved in anything?
Yes. You have no basketball background whatsoever, except that your husband played basketball.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If you look at how this thing is run and how many people have their own personal agendas so that they can keep their jobs, and then you add in the LeBron factor, and now AD trying to act like he's somebody and he got some pull. Dude, would you take that damn job if they offered you only $11 million? Hell no.
But I'll take it for 20.
I'll take it for 15.
Yeah.
For Kerr's salary, $17 million a year.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
Steve, he's patiently waiting. I'm sorry, Steve, but for $17 million, what Kerr's getting, I'll talk. We'll talk.
And knowing the fact that even further, I would have took it for the 17, knowing that even if I did get fired in 2 or 3 years, I can easily go back to any college I want to.
Exactly.
Easily.
Steve, talk to me, man.
I mean, look, it's a thing where like we alluded to, like, you know, how things used to be ran with the Lakers. I mean, and that Laker franchise has gone, you know, to the wayside. You know, the way things are ran now, like, you know, there are too many, like Chandler was talking about, there's too many people with too many agendas, you know, who feel like, you know, one thing about Dr. Buss, it was like, look, this is what's best for the Lakers. I dictate what's best for the Lakers, nobody else. And then out there now, there's 5 different people who think they know what's best for the Lakers. You know, there is no, you know, Laker way, like how it used to be, you know, and the Lakers, they lowballed Hurley, you know, like, again, at least the 17, you know, like Kerr live in San Francisco. He need every bit of that 17.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? you know, so that's a different topic for a different day. But it's like he need every bit of that 17 million living in San Francisco. But what the Lakers have to realize is they need basketball people making basketball decisions about the basketball team. Basketball. And I'll say it one more time, basketball. I don't think basketball is the most important thing with the Lakers franchise right now.
No.
You know, It is you are a basketball team. It's like who cares, like, because Denzel and Jack and all this stuff like that, no, you are a basketball team. And until the Lakers realize, like, let's run this basketball team like a basketball team and not like a music, label, or like a movie studio. Let's run this basketball team like a basketball team. And I don't know where they can go to get that help and what they can do to fix this. But this Lakers franchise is a runaway train heading straight for the Pacific Ocean. And I don't know what they can do to stop it. And it's just like, I talked to a friend of mine. He's like, look, he's a Lakers fan. He's like, look, he said, as much as I love LeBron, we have to kind of tread water until he leaves. Because he was like, I don't think this can change. I don't think the Lakers can make the adjustments that they need to do internally until LeBron is gone.
Yeah. And the worst part of this is actually running better than when the brother was running it. That's the worst part.
Oh, he was awful. He was bad.
So think about how bad it is now, and the fact that it's better when the brother was running it.
Right. That's the problem. Like, it's not unsalvageable, guys, because I mean, I'm a Knicks fan, even though I'm not allowed to talk about certain things with the Knicks because they're the No, but listen, real talk, Chandler, right? We were 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, we were ready to throw in the hat. We were ready to throw in the towel on this Knicks franchise. And it took a lot. It took Dolan just go pay the check and just get the hell out of here.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what they need to do in LA. It's like the sooner, like, the reason why the Knicks improved, because Dolan wasn't trying to be all in the video. All on his, you know what I'm saying? He took 2 steps back and was like, let me just write the checks. Let me let Leon and let me let everybody else do what they do. And then look what happened with the Knicks. The Lakers need to do the same thing.
Yeah, because like when Durant and Kyrie were free agents, nobody they said nobody wanted to come to New York. It wasn't the cool place to be, but they got Leon Rose, they got World Wide West, they got the right coach finally in here. So it starts from the top though, right? It starts from Dolan and it goes to the front office and it trickles down. The Lakers are not unsalvageable, but you're talking about Hurley. Would you want to come in to a situation where you're a play-in team with the aging superstar and a lazy superstar apparent or the next level? Your guy is never healthy and not, I don't want to say lazy, but never healthy. You can't rely on him game in and game out. You got contracts that you got to get rid of because it's just in salary cap hell. You don't have draft picks because you traded them all away because LeBron told you to. It's not. You think Hurley would want to really sign up for that? There's 3 jobs that he wanted.
I think he would have signed up for it because.
But there's 3 jobs that he wanted, Larry. Lakers, Knicks, Celtics. You tell me of that 3, which one is the worst one?
The Lakers is the worst one, but I think he would have took the Lakers if the money.
But the other 2 aren't available.
No, they're not going to be available no time soon.
No, they're not. But those are his 3 organizations. And when have we ever said that the Knicks position is a more lucrative or a more attractive position than the Lakers? When was the last time we said that?
I mean, I think he would have took it because like they were saying that one of his frustrations was because like NIL and him having to do his turnover, and now
he's God. He's God.
And now they about to start to do all this NFL money. Now Connecticut about to start competing with these other schools with all this college football money, and Connecticut not going to be able to keep up. And that was
Connecticut is one of the few schools though, LG, that football, they have a football program, but college basketball is king. Like the football program is good, but it's not it's an independent school, not tied to a one of the big 5. And they even said that
Barry, I'm gonna cut you off right there.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna loop Steve in on with this. Steve, I got to bring you in on this. UT, when they start writing these checks, watch that basketball team.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like we everybody saw it. Everybody saw the Lamborghinis lined up with the recruits coming in and stuff like that. I mean, Texas isn't the only school that can do that. It's like, it looks nice when you have the burnt orange and white Lamborghinis walking up to the facility, but like Texas is the only school that can do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're gonna do it, but it's like let's not sell UConn short. Again, it's like UConn
I'm not selling them short.
No. UConn has a football team. But again, it's a basketball school. You think about Kentucky. Kentucky football is in the best position it's been in my whole lifetime. But Kentucky's a basketball school.
Yeah, it's a basketball school. But you look at the blue bloods, Steve, Duke, Kentucky. Now you can put UConn in that. UCLA, they have football programs, but the checks are written for basketball.
Carolina,
I think NIL is an interesting. NIL is interesting. I don't think it runs these college coaches out because it's treated like NBA salary cap. If anything, now you can pay these players like, I can offer these kids money to come here if they want to,
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you having to deal with that and you're gonna have to deal with it in the pros too, but you making $20 million in the pros, I think he would have took the job if the money was there, knowing that he had to deal with the same thing.
True. Here's what I'll challenge you on the LG. NIL, you pay the players, right? But Hurley is God in UConn. He can control that money. He can say, I want to sign this kid, pay him this money. Go to LA, he has no say.
But that's
no say. If anything, he's one of 4 or 5 voices in the room with LeBron.
That's the problem, Barry, is that they made it sound like they were going to give him the control that they needed to give him in order to actually coach that team. See, that's the fable that they use Wojnarowski to sell. Like I said, they got him to lie. So, and going forward, I don't care what he says. He's a liar as far as I'm concerned going forward. And he used to be
Woj?
Yeah, he used to be a reliable source who was at Yahoo. He allowed the Lakers to use him to sell a fable. You understand what I'm saying? They were never going to give Danny Hurley the control or the money that he put out there. Were going to. He was their mouthpiece for that. So miss me.
I'm not gonna say that, Chandler, because he wouldn't have got on the flight. He wouldn't have got on the flight.
Say that.
He wouldn't have got on the flight.
I will say something about Woj. Woj and of course Shams, the 2 preeminent insiders. I always looked at it like this. Woj has the ear of the owners and the GMs. Shams has the ears of the agents and the players. He's getting it right. Shams seems to be getting his stuff right from the players and the agents. Whereas clearly with this Lakers situation, he clearly is getting his information from the Lakers front office.
It's a players' league.
It's a players' league. It's a players' league. So this is again in a players' league where back in the day it was I know the GM for Memphis and I know it's like in this league, in a players' league, we talk about it ad nauseum and almost to a fault. It's a players' league now. Mm-hmm. The players run the league. So the guy who has the ears of the players and the agents, of course, he's gonna have better information. So it's again, Chandler, you are 100% correct. I'm right with you. It's like the Lakers pretty much put their hand up Woj's ass and puppet. You know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah, and then look what it got him.
And I'll challenge one thing, and then we can whatever you want to do. Serious, I'm sorry, but if you really think Hurley was going to have control or any type of control, and then when you turn around in the second round of the draft, the Los Angeles select Bronny James, you tell me who made that pick.
But that's what I'm saying. But this was the lie that was put out, and that was how they got Danny Hurley to even listen. Because I'm telling you, they told him that. Then he got there, and so God no. And then like I said,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying age. I'm not saying age lied about it. I'm just saying is that they had to have fed him that lie too for him to even get on that plane.
They did.
He wouldn't have got on that plane.
He saw the money. And the fact that it was dysfunctional was all get out, and then he saw the real deal and was like, "Oh hell no!" And for $11 million, man, miss me.
Yeah, Woj said they're gonna back the truck up and give him. He's gonna have control and he's gonna have say. He gets out to LA, meets with them. It's like, well, we're gonna give you maybe the 6th highest contract for a coach, and you don't really have personnel decisions because you got to draft Bronny James, and we don't really gonna let you pick your players, and we're gonna pick your staff for you, but everything else is true. We want you to be the Lakers coach.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you got to check in with LeBron first. You know, because you in LA, you got to check in first.
Yeah, check in.
Check in. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo, man, it's crazy, man. This whole Lakers situation is. We could sit here and talk the rest of the show.
I ain't tripping because all Rockets is coming for them, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to stay humble. We need to go ahead and trade that third pick and get Jabari Smith out of Houston.
Quit playing.
We'll talk about that another time. But another situation I want to talk about, since we're talking basketball, is this NBA Finals, man. I mean. I'm gonna keep it a whole beam with you guys, man. Like, we went from the mountaintop to the valley with this whole backcourt duo in Dallas. And again, I don't want to say I'm shocked, but Kyrie Irving, as we currently sit here, is like 0-13 versus Boston since he stepped on the logo. And so is this salvageable for the Dallas Mavericks? Game 3's tomorrow at home. KP is probably not going to play, dealing with some type of new injury. They call it a rare injury or whatever the case may be. You know what, Chandler, I'll let you lead off on this one. Is this NBA Finals over? And where the hell is Kyrie?
Yeah, it's over. Maybe it goes 6 games, but it's over. I think Kyrie was in a situation, and we've seen this happen before, where you want so badly to show somebody up or show another team up, or you know what I'm saying, and you just botch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see your ex out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, when we was young, you see your ex at the club, you gonna go out there on the floor, and with your new girl, and y'all about to do that thing, and you slip and fall. You understand what I'm saying? You about to go buy the ball and you forgot your wallet. That's how badly Kyrie messed that up, yo. I think he's going to play better in Dallas. Boston is just better. They deeper. They have an actual system. Their system is not, well, if Jason Tatum ain't scoring, or if the other guys ain't scoring, Jason take 55 shots. It's whoever's hot, we gonna feed you. And everybody gonna play defense. I don't care if nobody's hot. Everybody gonna play defense. If everybody's hot, everybody gonna play defense. You sense a theme here?
Everybody's strapping up. They gonna play defense.
They go and they play. If you watch Boston, they are connected 1 through 12 defensively. 1 through 12 defensively, no matter who they put on the court, their rotations are tight. Joe Mazzulla was given the opportunity to actually become a head coach. He was given the opportunity to actually learn how to coach basketball in the pros. Turned out he's a pretty good damn coach. Turns out he's okay. And again, Drew Holiday, hey, Milwaukee, hey, Giannis. Hey, Giannis, you want to get rid of everybody. You want to get rid of coaches, get rid of teammates, because you needed Dame. How's that working out for you, bro? Why you sitting there in Mykonos? All right? Why you sitting there on the beach in Greece? How's that working out for you, bro? Because Drew Holiday is the truth. Drew Holiday has put the seatbelt on. He done put Kyrie in the child seat with the straps they can't get out of. Y'all know that new child seat, because the old ones they can get out of them.
I got one of those things.
Get out of, right?
I got one of those things,
man. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, right? He put Kyrie in that, yo. I think Kyrie might have one game where he scores 35. It'll probably be the closeout game that they lose.
Yeah.
Boston's just better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Boston's just better. And I miss me with Luka's hurt. I don't give a damn about his chest, his calf, his ankle. Maybe if he was in shape, okay, he wouldn't be so hurt. Okay,
he's round.
Luka, here's a thought. Off
round
season,
in shape.
Stop smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating, right? And go to the damn gym.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna throw it over to my man, Villain. Man, Villain, talk to me, man. Is this series over?
Yeah, listen, my hate for Luca is revelous. It's like I'm loving this right now, but nah, listen, Unc is right, man. Boston's just a better team, 1 through 12. I think they're going about 7, 8 deep, and they're just embarrassing them. Jalen Brown, not only offensively but defensively, is meeting the challenge, right? Of guarding full court and guarding Luca. Luca went off for 30 plus, but still, you're looking at Jalen Brown as both sides of the floor. And even Tatum's defense is really good. His offense, he's not scoring very well, but his defense is very good. If KP was playing, it'd be a sweep. Right now, I have a gentleman's sweep. I think Dallas will win game 3, and then I think Boston will take game 4. And take it back to Boston. Like Unc said, Boston's just a better team. I'm looking at the best basketball we saw was in round 2 in the semis, because since the conference finals and this finals, it's kind of been unwatchable. I'll be totally honest with you. Dallas is not the best team in the West. They're not. They just happen to be here. Thanks for coming. They're not there yet. Jason Kidd's a hell of a coach. Luka Doncic is a talented player. Kyrie Irving has salvaged his career, deserves every penny he's got coming to him this year, because he's played like a really great player this year and, hasn't been a loose cannon. But this Dallas team is not – there's levels to this, right? Serious? There's levels to this. And they're not on Boston's level. Boston's won 64 games this season and cakewalked through the losses that they probably shouldn't have had. Like, this is a 70-win team that only won 64 games. This is a damn good basketball team on both sides of the court. They have no chance.
Yeah. Larry, talk to me, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Boston is up 2-0. Going back to Dallas for game 3 tomorrow. I think, the consensus here is that it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. Dallas is going to probably be good enough to get 1, but is this over? Or, according to pundits, now again, the 3 and 4 letter networks, all Boston did was win the 2 games they're supposed to win. The series doesn't start until somebody loses on their home floor. Does that start taking place tomorrow, or is this a wrap?
So I don't want to take nothing away from Boston, because Boston got a really good team. I don't, like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from them. They got a really good team, and they're really deep. And remember, we talked about it before, and I was like, they it's not just Tatum and Brown anymore. It's a really good deep team. If Porzingis play, we all was in agreement. Porzingis play, this is done for. But I gotta tell y'all a story, right? And y'all gonna know where I'm going with this. Me and my homeboys, we played in a basketball league, and of course, when it's playoffs, it's a tournament. And we blew some games during the season, and we had like a low seed. So when you go into the tournament, when you're on low seed, you got to start from the bottom. And we went on this crazy run, played all the way up to the championship game. And before the championship game, the people that the top seed, they get the game off before the championship game. The people that had the lower seed got to play and literally go into that game, just play another game. And we were winning the first half, and we ran out of gas. Dallas is running out of gas. That's why I didn't like giving LeBron too much credit, because you're cakewalking through the East, and every team that you face coming out of the West have went through a gauntlet. They're running out of gas. Dallas looked like Dallas and came off 3 brutal series. Even that Minnesota series, Minnesota was not cakewalk. And now they're running out of gas. They're running out of gas. And like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from Boston, because Boston has a really good team. Boston's been they've been the best team in the league all season for a reason, but they also are coming off a series where they didn't have to face Jimmy Butler in the Heat. They didn't have to face Halliburton got hurt. They did not have to face the tough, grueling road that the Mavericks went down. And y'all know I'm from Houston. I would love much more for Dallas to lose, But it's becoming evident that you see year after year, you see where these Western Conference teams, because the Western Conference is so tough, it's so brutal.
It's a gauntlet. It's a
Yeah,
gauntlet, man.
it's the Western Conference is so tough. You have teams like the Rockets who don't even make the playoffs. Every year you're seeing, and this has been for the past like 20 years. You see teams in the West literally over 500 don't make the playoffs. And that was the big thing that they were fussing about teams in the West over 500 not making the playoffs. Teams in the East under 500 and they 7 and 8 seeds. That is not the same role.
Not making the play-in or whatever.
Yeah, not even. That's the whole reason why they created the play-in, because the Western Conference teams were complaining, we're in the lottery, we can't win the lottery because we only get 2 balls in the magical ball room that nobody sees anymore, that we in there and we're over 500 when these teams in the West are under 500 and they're making the playoffs. I mean, in the East. And I think you're seeing that. You're seeing where Boston has had more rest. Hell, Porzingis in playing with like 3 weeks and he came out like the first 2 games just fully refreshed, like he just woke up from a good nap. You know, like, yeah, my shoulders are relaxed. Yeah, power nap. Now I can go play some basketball. I mean, he's hurt again, but I think it's one of the things where Dallas has had that long, grueling road. Luka's been hurt all playoffs. Luka's had all these injuries. Even like their bigs, you could tell like they didn't lost a little step because they've been battling all Western Conference. They've been battling all the bigs between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves and all these teams. I just think that they worn down. But it's stick a fork in them. I'm good. I'm good with Boston winning because I don't want Dallas to win.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, I think the 3 Rockets fans sitting here can all attest to that. You know what I'm saying? Forget Dallas and everything that they stand for. Speaking of that, Black Zach, talk to me, my guy, man. Is this over or is Dallas going to make this a series starting, in game 3 on tomorrow?
Well, I said about 5 minutes after game 2 that the Mavericks are going to win game 3. And I think that might be the only game they win because, I mean, if they can't find a way to win game 3, then this might be over. But it's just like the Porzingis injury is just such a big deal. Because, like, I picked Celtics in 6 to at the start of this. And if you would have had a healthy Porzingis the way he was playing those first 2 games, then this would have been a sweep probably. But I do think the Mavericks win tomorrow night. I think they'll come out and then, Shaq always, talks about the others. The others play better when they're at home, and I think the others will play better in Dallas. I think they will win game 3, game 4. I'm not so sure about that. But this has just been a masterclass for the Celtics. It's just the defense. Offense wins games, but what wins championships? Defense. And the Celtics on defense, like, I talked about like just the rotations, just out on the perimeter. It's like what Jaylen Brown is doing out on the perimeter defensively. They should show kids they should show these AAU kids that like this is how you play defense out on the perimeter, kids. Because what he's doing, and then Jason Tatum, why he isn't scoring as much, he is doing he's just doing what he can do. He had double-digit assists in game 2. He had rebounds. He was doing, the shots not falling. So he was doing other things because he doesn't need to, like, somebody in Dallas shoot 17,000 shots, because winning is winning. It's like, you can win and have 16 points, 11 rebounds, a couple of assists, or you can lose and have a triple-double. It's like, I mean, hey, look at me. I had a triple-double, but I lost, but I feel like the Jason Kidd is a good coach. Mazzulla's a good coach. Two good coaches. But I feel like, again, we talked about it earlier. 1-12, the Celtics are just a better team. And they've been a better team. They've been a good team all year. It's like they've been the prohibitive favorite in the East all year. It's just they just been doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy because it is one of those things that when I think about it, it comes down to the fact that the Celtics, they've been here and done that. Now Kyrie has been there and done that. Hey, Kyrie was part of the only team to come back from down 3-1 and stuff like that. Now he doesn't have like LeBron at the height of his powers or whatever like that. But I would say one thing that I would like, the series isn't over, per se, because you still have you got to win 4 games, and the Celtics only won 2. But I would say the Mavericks better win this game tomorrow, or they might get swept. Because I feel like the Celtics, they were so close, and they've been here. They even been in this situation before where they had a lead in the finals. And and so I don't think they're gonna let history repeat, because I don't think they're like, hey, we're up 2 games. What are they? They're like, you know what? Hey, we had a 2-1 lead in the finals a couple years ago, and we lost. So I feel like if anybody thinks that the Celtics are gonna like kind of take their foot off the gas, no, I think they're gonna actually come out and try to go full throttle, because they've been here, done that, and I don't think they want to blow this opportunity again like they did against Golden State, which again is like, I don't care what anybody says. I think the Celtics were a better team. The Celtics had double-digit leads in damn near all those games, and the savviness, the veteran, like the Warriors didn't get pressed when the Celtics got a little bit kind of like, oh yeah, we got it. So it's like, but now they're in a situation where they've been there, they've done that, they know not to let the moment get too big. So yeah, while the series isn't over, it's over.
Hey, Steve, Steve, I'm gonna give you the prop bet for game 3. 45-7 for Tatum.
All right.
So
here's the deal. Here's the deal, serious too. What a difference Drew Holiday makes, bro.
Yeah.
Like
White.
Yes.
And White.
But Holiday is that veteran leader that's done it and knows how to close. And knows how to close a series. Not a game, but a series. I think that's the difference.
Well, I mean, if to Steve's point, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown speak, they keep referencing that NBA Finals they lost to Golden State. You know what I'm saying? They keep referencing it either directly or indirectly. I think this is over. I'm not going to make any bones about it. I'll be shocked if Dallas comes back and makes this a series. When the series came out, I picked Boston in 5. I think Boston beats the brakes off them at home tomorrow, and they save face in game 4 to avoid getting swept, only to go back to Boston and get ran out of the gym by 40.
Hey Bear, you know what hey Aaron, you know what I'm gonna say? And this is the big difference that I noticed in this Celtics teams. Boston still does Boston things. They had these lapses where they just, they don't even look like themselves. The difference in this team versus when they played those Celtics, versus when they played those Warriors, they would just have a total meltdown, and then the Warriors would come back and win the game. They have those little instances, and you'll see the Mavs close that gap. It'll get down to like 7-8 points, and then now it's like, oh no, guys, let's stop.
Well, here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? The been there, done that mentality that Boston now has. Like the difference is the Warriors have championship DNA. I mean, people make fun of that, but I think in that particular series, referencing Golden State and Boston, it was evident because you had Steph, you had Clay, you had Draymond. I mean, you had guys who's been there, done that, wore the t-shirt so many damn times it's faded. That has now flipped over to Boston.
I think it's a combination of two. I think it's a combination of the been there, done that. We've been down this road again, but now we got those guys like a Drew Holiday. We got those guys like a White. We got those guys that now, hey guys, we're falling back in these bad habits. Let's stop. Let's put a brakes to this. Because if you notice the game on Sunday, the Mavericks cut that lead down to like 5. It got real close because they started doing Boston stuff again, and it was like, no, stop. Let's put a brakes to this. And if you notice, when they got down to like 5, Drew and White said, no, we putting the clamps on D, and that's when he stole the ball from Luka. Drew stole the ball from Luka. Then they had the block on at the goal at the on BJ. That's when they have that experience, but they had those vets that's like, no, we clamp down now. We gonna get over the finish line.
I agree though with you guys, and I think you guys are saying the same thing. Experience is the best teacher, and I think that experience from Golden State loss in that series is really kind of showing themselves with the two kids that needed it the most, and Tatum and Brown, right? I think Holiday and White and it settles the team, and they got scrappier players. I think the role players are much better on this Boston team than they were on that Boston team that faced Golden State. They're scrappy kids that get after it. They know their role. They shoot the three. They space the floor, but they defend, right? They hustle. The hustle stats, like they're a bunch of, Josh Hart's getting those hustle plays, getting second chance rebounds,
Bear,
and all that stuff. So, yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I give that credit to Mazzulla because these role players have actually been playing all season. Yeah. They not like, oh my God, we pull them off the bench because we need them because everybody's hurt. They've actually been playing. They've been running at least a 7 or 8 man rotation all season. Hauser, all them guys have been playing.
Yeah, 8.
Them guys been
Chandler,
playing.
talk to me, man. Chandler, talk to me, man. I mean, obviously the consensus is Boston is about to win this championship, and good God, Giancarlo Stanton, stop smacking.
446, baby. 446.
Good God, he beat the. Anyways, but back to basketball real quick. Is this series over?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier,
yeah,
I think it's over. Like I think it goes 6 games because I think Dallas gets game 3. Boston wins game 4. I can see game 5 to me is a toss up, and I think they run them out the gym in game 6. But I don't think it's going past 6 games. It's not going past 6 games. And honestly, the only reason I'm saying 6 is because I don't think Porzingis plays in game 3. That's why I'm giving Dallas game 3. The smart thing to do is to sit Porzingis for game 3. He gets 5 days off. You play him in game 4. And if you win game 4, you don't play him game 5. And then you play him game 6. So you give him that rest because that tear is in a weird spot. That's why it doesn't happen that often. So what you want to do is give him as much rest as possible. But, yeah, there's no way Dallas is going to win the series because at the end of the day, you have a guy in Luka who thinks the only way they can win is if he scores every point. That's really not how it's going to work, bro. It's not. But
here's the thing. Again, I'm never one to come to the aid of Luka because I can't stand him. But that's what got them to the dance in the first place.
But it's not.
But is that gonna win though? Yeah, I mean, it's really him playing off of Kyrie Irving, yes. I think. And honestly,
at this stage,
I've said this, but serious, I've said this for years. I think it's impossible to build a team around Luka, just the way he plays. I don't really think it's possible. I don't think you can have 4 guys that can stand around and watch this guy dribble, get past, do the pick and roll, get past him, do the little back step to draw the foul, do the shot, and then he's like, "Yeah, you can't guard me. You cannot guard me." Like in Serverian, whatever. I don't know what he says, but like
Barry, Barry, you are talking to 3 Rockets fans. We watched the guy do that for 8 years.
And I can't watch it. I can't stand it. But honestly, serious, you play more ball than me. Can you build a team around Luka? Can you seriously?
Yeah, you got to do it like Iverson. You got to do it like they did with Iverson. And
AI was my guy, Chandler. Did he win?
But that's my point, though. You can get there, but you can't win the championship, but you can get there. And here's why it's working. Kyrie is willing to be to subdue his ego finally, right? And play the role he was supposed to have been playing all along, which is let me be a number 2 and be a solid number 2. But this team wasn't doing anything until they got the 2 penultimate role players in Gafford and Washington. Guys who are willing to do what? Rebound.
Everything else.
Look at that roster. Outside of those 2 guys, tell me who's willing to rebound on that roster outside. Maxi Kleber, Max Kleber,
Lively.
Isn't he 6'10"?
Right.
Tell me the last time he had 5 rebounds in a game.
Right.
But he's Luka's best friend on the team. But you didn't like Porzingis, who was giving you a double-double.
Yeah, because you stuck Porzingis in the corner and said you shoot threes off the pick and pop.
And he was still giving you a double-double.
They gave him the Russell Westbrook treatment.
Yeah, they used him so badly. It was horrific.
Yeah.
And all those people when this series was about to start that said, you know, I'm scrubbing through social media that Luka's the best player in Dallas history. He's the best player in the game. Like, miss me with that, dude.
Well,
Like, miss me with that.
Let's look.
He ain't better than Maguire.
No, Rolando Blackman, Mark Aguirre, Roy Tarpley when he wasn't high.
Yeah, I was like Roy Tarpley before that.
Yeah.
Before that monster got a hold of Roy. Yeah.
Those are the top four. Those are the top four.
I'll take Michael Finley over him right now. I don't care. That's how much I got hate. I got hate in my blood. I don't care.
Man, the Triple J Ranch, man. Like, you know, when Jason Kidd and Mashburn and and Jim Jackson was there fighting over Tony Braxton and stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Triple J, man. Teams, bro.
That team should have won. Man, that Mashburn, Jimmy Jack, damn that team.
Oh my God, that was a good team.
Crazy.
I was glad. I will forever be grateful for Tony Braxton breaking that team up.
Listen, there's always been some sort of personality conflict or some sort of issue with the really good Dallas teams. There has always been an issue with them that kept them from winning. That's why they only won one championship, and that was when Jason Kidd and Tyson Chandler came. And then what Mark Cuban do? Immediately broke it up.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's crazy, man. Again, another topic we can talk about until the wheels fall off. But I wanted to I wanted to pivot since we're talking basketball. The Paris Olympic roster came out. Not Chandler, but Larry and I have been talking about this offline for the past few days.
Y'all gonna make my head explode.
Yeah, we going here with this. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, a couple of ladies that were left off.
Yes.
So Chandler, I throw it at you, my guy. Good move, bad move. How you feel?
3 years. 3 years. 3 years. The women that have made the roster have been doing this for 3 years. They played in the World Cup. They have been going to the training camps for the past 3 years. Y'all remember that old commercial? I mean,
the lollipop.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes, I'm that damn old. All right. Caitlin Clark nor Angel Reese deserve to be on this because they haven't been to the training camps. They haven't been there. They have no international experience. And trust me, international ball is different. Caitlin Clark can't handle the physicality of the WNBA. As I have said to y'all before, international ball, people say, oh, them international players soft. No, they're not. Them international players will put you in the dirt. All right? They play a rough and tumble game. Okay, it is a different style of basketball, international basketball. Also, you want players that are used to playing with each other. You want people that have actually earned their spot. Playing for the Olympic team is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some players. Okay, it is. Some players, some athletes work their entire lives for this. She doesn't deserve to be there. And miss me with the marketing because the women's basketball internationally has had a huge following for years. Okay? And here's I'm going to say this. And I apologize to you, Mrs. Jordan. Okay? Please close your ears. All you motherfuckers who have never watched the WNBA, who are now watching simply because of Caitlin Clark, fuck you. Okay, because you don't give a damn about the WNBA. You don't give a damn about growing the game. You just want to see Caitlin Clark. Okay, Caitlin Clark does not deserve to be on the Olympic team. If you go down the list of who deserves to be there, let's just do it 1 through 20. She might be 19. Arika Ogunbowale deserves to be there before her. Skylar Diggins-Smith deserves to be there before her. All right. If Chelsea Gray probably won't play. Caitlin Clark better not make it. Angel Reese better not make it. Okay. And I love me some Angel Reese. Camila Cardozo is only going to play because she's going to be on a Brazilian team. And if she was American, she wouldn't deserve to make it. Okay? Brinks doesn't deserve to make it. The 12 women who made the team earned their way there. Miss me with the, well, you want to bring more, I want the Olympics, because people that watch the Olympics going to watch the Olympics regardless, okay? Those that weren't going to watch it ain't going to watch it regardless.
Very well said, sir. Very well said. Yo, Steve, talk to me, my guy. I mean, I don't know how you follow that, but yo, what you gotta
It's
say?
like, now you're gonna have me following this. It's like, man, get the Sandman ready, because I'm finna get like took off the stage after that, man. You know, like, so I'm just gonna like approach it like this, like, I mean, you look at the team and you simply say, who do you take off for Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese or whatever like that? Yeah, these women have put in the work. They've been going to, the FIBA championships and the World Cups and stuff like that. And I mean, this team, which will probably win gold, I mean, these women have actually played together a little bit. And you don't like we learned our lesson from back in the day. You can't just put a bunch of people together and then just like go play.
Fantasy basketball.
The rest of the world has caught up in the women's game. The international women's game is top notch. There are going to be some very good teams in there. So we have to send our best. We can't worry about ratings and marketing and stuff like that. We need to send the best 12 women to represent our country in Paris. And I feel like for the most part, they got the best 12 women. And that's what it's all about. It's not about any of that other stuff. It's not about coddling somebody's, feelings or like trying to like make it a TV show. It's like, because like Chandler said, it's like the people who are going to watch it are going to watch it. The people who aren't. And it's just a situation where I look at the roster. I mean, you have A'ja Wilson, you have Breanna Stewart, you have, Jewel Lloyd, you have, Chelsea Gray is the only person where it's like, will she be healthy enough? So then, if Chelsea Gray isn't able to go, then Arike needs to be on the team. Yep. And I think she needs to be on the team anyway. That's just me personally. I just feel like, no disrespect to UConn in any way, but it's like, I mean, Diana Taurasi is just she's chasing history. She's trying to get like that with that 5th or 6th gold medal or whatever like that. And I understand that, but it's like I feel like Diana Taurasi is, I mean, again, it's like the old guard, if you will. It's like, what, let's let Diana. The same thing like with the women's soccer team, where it's like, what. Megan Rapinoe was on that last cup, and it's like she was a shell of her former self. But it's like, what? Let the OG tag along, and let her get one last shot at glory or whatever like that. So I think that's what we're doing with Taurasi. So it's like big ups to Taurasi. I love Diana Taurasi. Like she's one of my favorite like women's basketball players of all time. But yeah, Arike should be on this team. And that's the only if anybody bows out, she should get that first dibs at it. I mean, if we keep it a buck. Because that girl is down, and that again, like Chandler said, for you motherfuckers who don't watch, sorry, Mama Jordan, like for you motherfuckers who don't watch WNBA, that girl is down there in Dallas, killing it. Mm-hmm. And as much as I hate to give anything Dallas related any kind of shine, that girl is down there in Dallas, killing it. Okay, the Wings are not a very good team. No. She's a damn good player.
Yes,
and we keeping it a buck. But I get so tired of this. Like I don't know. It's like put the best 12, put the best team together, And I feel like, again, can make some adjustments here or there. I feel like this is the best team. They will probably be the favorites to win gold. And it's like, what? I mean, I don't know. Like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all these young girls, and then by the time the next Olympics comes out, it's like it'll be Paige and it'll be Juju and all something like that. It's like they got LA. Let these women have Paris, and then it's like let's think about this in another 2.5-3 years when we got to get ready for LA. But for right now, I'm fine with the team. I'm fine who's on the team. I'm fine who isn't on the team, and we'll see. And I can't wait for Paris and see how this shakes out.
Yep. It's gonna be fun to watch this. I'm gonna go ahead and double tap on what Chandler and Steve said. Larry and I had a nice little dialogue about this on Saturday, and if he remembers, I said a lot of the same stuff. So I'm not going to even waste anybody's time. I just double click on what was said here. Villain, I'm gonna come to you, and then I know where Larry's going with his, so I'm gonna let you say what you got to say, and then I'm gonna throw it at Larry. And again, Mama Jordan, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize now because I know where Larry's going with his.
Yeah, I mean, my mother, probably listened to church service right now, listening to, James Cleveland or Mississippi Mass Choir or something, like near the cross, it's like, come on, man. Because I know Larry's gonna go in, so I gotta get my popcorn ready. But listen, first of all, bring that graphic back up for me, serious. Bring that graphic back up because I think you guys are missing the big point. First of all, my second wife to be, Kelsey Plum, is gonna be there. All right. Shout out to Darren Waller, the fake Drake. A minor. So, this nigga right here. But I retire. Come on, man. You just diddy ass. Kelsey Plum's gonna be. But aren't we all worried about Brittany Griner? Because we know, we got to make sure she all right when she go overseas. We got to make sure she come back. I wouldn't be in a rush to send her anywhere other than to the grocery store because we don't know if she going to come back in one piece. You know what I'm saying, though. I got to keep it a buck. So, but, I mean, this team is stacked. Chelsea Gray probably not going to play, but you guys are right. There's other deserving players on this team. Are we really worried about this team winning? We know they're going to win. They've won, 7 straight Olympic medals or something like that? We know no matter who they interchange on that one spot with Chelsea Gray, if it's, Clark or Reese or whoever, they're going to win. So, I mean, is it really about winning? We know they're going to win. So, here's the deal. I agree with Chandler. I agree with you, Sirius. I agree with you, Black Zach. You want to put the best team out there. Reese and Clark haven't been through they haven't practiced with the Olympic team, so you're really elevating them past spots that they shouldn't have been on, just like on the men's side, players that haven't trained with USA basketball and gone through the World Cup and all that good stuff. But don't tell me you're trying to grow the game of women's basketball and then you keep those 2 girls off the team. I know what it's about. I know you want to win, but do we really care about the women winning? Does anybody really care? Really care?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Does wait, Chandler? Hold on. Does the country as a whole really care? Really care, or do they? Is it about growing the game and getting the most popular players out there? Because you can tell me what you want about this team being the best team that they can assemble. You can't tell me they still wouldn't win with Clark on the team, or they still wouldn't win with Reese on the team. They would still win. So you would have marketing and you would still get the gold medal. So I agree with you guys. Believe me when I tell you, I agree with you. It's about putting the best team together. But miss me with it is about marketing. It is about growing the league. It is about using your star power to get the attraction. I don't care if it's international. You need to grow the game stateside. You know what I mean? You need as many eyeballs as you possibly can. This girl is selling out arenas, moving people out of back rooms into the arenas because they got too much demand for tickets. Every other game that Clark's not playing in, they're averaging 6,000 people in the stands. When she plays, it's at least 17. That makes a difference. Why not put her on the team? Am I mad that she's not there? No. Do I think she'll be there in 4 years? Yes. Do I think the game will be better for it? Yes. But don't tell me you're trying to grow the game and then you leave these 2 girls off the team. That just doesn't make sense to me.
That's not the Olympics mandate, bro.
I will say this.
I don't care. I don't care about the Olympic mandate. If you're trying to grow the women's sport, you need to be smart and
their
strategic.
Job is not just about sport. But their job is not to grow the women's sport. That's not what the Olympics is for.
Chandler, what do we get out of winning what do you get out of the women winning the gold?
I don't get anything, but you know what I do know? I do know that for the women that go, for the athletes that go, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for some of them. For some of these women, they will never play on this team again. And Caitlin Clark.
Wait.
Hold up. Caitlin Clark does not deserve to take their dream from them.
Hold on. It's not taking a dream. Okay.
Hold on a second.
Hold on, Chandler. You just played yourself for a second because I love you, bro. But you just told me a couple weeks ago that LeBron James' son deserves the shot because of privilege. He deserved it. No, you said he deserves the shot because of privilege.
No, I didn't say he deserved it. I said use the nepotism. That's what I said.
Okay, so he gets a shot because of his dad. Now you're saying like Caitlin Clark's going to be taken away from these girls.
The Olympics is different.
No,
let me say this, just to add color. Okay, let me just say this for example, to add color. In that 1992 famous Olympic team, Christian Laettner was on that ball club.
They had to put him on there.
They had to put him on there. They had
to deserve to be on that team.
Hold on a second. If we use the argument that Caitlin Clark does not deserve to be on this ball club, then why in the world did Christian Laettner get the nod over Shaquille O'Neal?
Because they still had to feed the illusion of amateurism. So they had to have him on there so they could justify that nonsense about
was an amateur too.
Players. It was all.
I mean, but Christian Laettner was just National Player of the Year, National Champion. Let's not play with Christian.
So again, to use that narrative, isn't Caitlin Clark the golden child of the WNBA? Didn't Caitlin Clark win every damn award in college basketball? So if we're going to use the narrative so Angel Reese won the national championship.
That wasn't a prerequisite. That wasn't a prerequisite.
No, it wasn't a prerequisite. But I'm just saying more so. It's not like Christian Laettner was like on the end of the bench at Duke or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying. Let's not rewrite history here. Okay, it's like I know the Carolina guy don't want to give the Duke guy any credit.
I'm about sick of y'all caping for Miss White America. I'm sick of y'all.
No. Nobody's hoping for it. It's like
that's what this is about. Juju Watkins is going to break every record that Caitlin Clark. She's already broken Caitlin Clark's record.
When she does,
if we will give Juju her flowers, we will give her flowers when she does it.
But you know what? The national media is not. Ain't nobody. When I say nobody, I'm not talking about y'all. But ain't nobody gonna be talking about Juju Watkins like they talking about Caitlin Clark. If Caitlin Clark was black, we would not be having this conversation, and all of y'all know this.
Yeah, that's why you put her in the game.
Again,
sorry.
I agree. I agree with where Chandler's coming from, but again, we can't sit here and use the narrative that Caitlin Clark didn't deserve to be on this Olympics team. Now, again, I agree with who's there. Don't get it twisted. I agree with who's there. But we can't sit here and use the narrative that she didn't deserve to be on there because she had to pay her dues when the greatest team ever assembled in 92 did the same damn thing to Christian Laettner.
But it was a mandate.
And Isaiah Thomas deserved to be on that damn team.
You had to have an amateur. That was the only reason that Christian Laettner was there. You had to have an amateur.
But everybody knew Shaq should have been on that team over Christian Laettner. But Christian Laettner...
Larry, it's your go. I'm gonna let Larry go because again, we can spin this around. And again, Mama Jordan, Mama Simmons, start praying. It's about to get live. Go ahead, Larry. Talk to me.
Hey, y'all better apologize to everybody, fucking mama. Right, goddamn now. Look, hey, you better apologize to your mama from your mama. That's from your brother from your mama from another mother from a brother. Put all of the above. Aaron, you hit it right on the head. Fucking Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner was on the team. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna go ham. Fucking Caitlin Clark has been the best player in women's college basketball the last 3 fucking years. She should have been practicing with them for the last goddamn 3 years.
But she wasn't.
On that goddamn team. She should have been on that damn team. But Chandler, you don't want to hear this, but you know what the rumor around the WNBA is? They're all fucking jealous of her.
Well, we know that. That's not a rumor.
The only people saying that are men.
No, it's not the men. It's the women.
Who's saying it?
They catty,
Who's
they
saying it?
talking.
Give me
They catty,
names.
they
Who's
talking.
saying it?
They are all coming out saying that they are all jealous of her. That's what it is.
They
They're
who?
jealous of her.
Give me names.
They're
who?
jealous of her.
Monica
Even the
McNutt
guy,
has
even the
said-
guy on ESPN, his wife
Every
is in the
person
league.
that's been reporting on this league for years
They're-
has said the opposite, but now
Listen-
they are saying it.
Chandler,
But they ain't
you-
got no names.
Monica
many jobs
McNutt, Chandler Knight.
Chandler, you know what I'm gonna tell you?
Night?
How many jobs have you been on that somebody will smile in your face and say something and then stab you in your goddamn back? Behind closed doors, they're stabbing her in her damn back because there's no way in hell, and I get the white component of it, but there's no way in hell that girl's been the best player in college basketball the last 3 years and she ain't been practicing with him. And y'all trying to make the excuse because she didn't play with them. Bro, miss me on that. Miss me on that because this is the thing that people fail to realize. Christian Laettner didn't fucking deserve to be on that team. Go tell Isaiah Thomas did Christian Laettner deserve to be on that team, and he ain't got no goddamn
Michael
on
Isaiah Thomas off that damn team, and everybody know that.
We know that, but you go tell him that, and Christian Laettner over here like, yeah, I got a
Okay,
medal.
but then
But
deal
I
with
said you
Jordan
don't.
on that.
You
Deal
got
with
it.
Jordan on that.
And I get it. That who you gonna take off the team? We just talked about who you gonna take off the women's team. Who you gonna take off that dream team to put Isaiah in there?
John
Stockton.
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 No, you ain't taking Stockton off of
I
there.
would
Don't
take
get me started
Stockton
on
off
Stockton.
At that point in
Absolutely would.
1992, yes,
Absolutely
you
would.
would have.
Don't get me
At
started on Stockton, but you're not taking Stockton off that team.
Well, Stockton's the greatest
Yeah,
point guard ever, right?
In 1992, I'm taking John Stockton off that team and putting Isaiah
But it's-
Thomas.
John
But it's an
Stockton's the
argument.
greatest point guard ever, right?
But you can't say that. You can't say that. You can always say that's a debate of who you gonna put off and put on. But if anybody came down to putting Stockton and Isaiah on that team and taking Christian Laettner off, Christian Laettner sitting at home, point blank. Christian Laettner did not deserve to be on that team, bro.
It
But-
wasn't over Christian Laettner though.
Chandler, let me just tell you this, bro, and I'm just being real. There are kids in third world countries that know who the fuck Michael Jordan is because of that Olympic team.
Okay.
Michael Jordan was the most popular player at that time. And
You're
the
not trying
numbers,
to globalize the WNBA though. The WNBA is
it's-
already global.
but they're
Women's
trying to get their piece
basketball
of
is
the.
already
No, they're not.
global.
No, they're not. Dude, look at the numbers, bro.
If they're
Look
not
at the
making
numbers,
Bro, said that
money.
wrong.
They're
Women's
not making
basketball
money.
is already global.
But they're not making money. They're not making money, bro.
They
That's
ain't
the
got nothing to
good
do with
line.
it. Women's best overseas. Why do you think women's basketball players in this country go overseas and
It
make
is,
three
because
times as much as they make here?
So you trying to tell me, Chandler, all these
But
marketing
that's
people.
wait, hold on. Then that's a problem, Chandler. If these girls
Wait.
got to go overseas to make their bread, they can't make it in the WNBA. That's the problem.
That's the
That
problem.
means that the game is more popular overseas. So putting Caitlin Clark on the team now
No.
does nothing for the
Look,
team overseas.
them-
You put
them
her on
means
the
that you
team
send
when
your-
the
in the
game
U-
is in
in the
LA.
U-
You
in the
put them
U-
on the
in-
team when the games are in LA.
But you
Chandler,
send your most
in the
popular player.
in the U.S., Chandler, the ratings for Olympics is way higher than WNBA. You don't think Caitlin Clark would help the
No, I
WNBA
don't.
season?
No, I
You
don't.
think that
No, I
you think
don't.
that all these sponsors that's been putting their money into the WNBA behind Caitlin Clark wouldn't have been sitting up here saying to themselves, "Oh, we're gonna double down on the Olympics."
No,
Are you crazy?
no, they already
They
got their sponsorship. for
No,
it.
they would have doubled down on that.
No, they don't.
would've
No, they
doubled
don't.
down
No,
on
they
that.
don't. Chandler,
Yes, we do.
Chandler. I work in marketing. I work for a company that gives away like advertising space for the Olympics. No, it is not. I'm telling you right now. I just got out of a meeting yesterday about it. No, it is not. So that's
Dude.
wrong.
So Caitlin Clark's going to make up. Caitlin Clark is Jesus. Caitlin
No,
Clark
we're
is
not
Jesus.
saying that.
No.
They're making money with
She
her.
might
They're
be
making-
very,
It's the
very
best thing that happened
maybe
to
she's
us,
married
apparently.
They're
badly.
making
Right?
they're making money with her. They're making money with her, but they're getting in their own way. They're getting in their own way. I hate to say it like that. They're getting in their own way of making money. The attendance numbers, the ratings, the
You're not-
viewership, all
New
goes
York
up for
Liberty,
Caitlin
New
Clark.
York Liberty made $2 million from their home opener. Did they play the Indiana Fever in their home opener? Yes or no?
But look at the other
Yes or no?
viewership.
It's a
just
yes or
saying,
no
dude.
question, Larry.
Wait,
Yes or no?
What was the question,
The
Chandler?
WNBA is always
New
been
York
like
Liberty in their home opener made $2 million in profit, the biggest profit they ever made. Did they play the Indiana Fever in their home opener? Yes or no?
no, but Caitlin Clark did have 17,000 fans in her
I don't
first
care
game.
what Caitlin Clark had. I asked you
Dude,
about the
I'm
New York
telling you.
Liberty, bro.
Dude,
That's one.
That's
you're
one
talking about
game, bro. That's
We're
one
talking
The
about
New
game.
York Liberty have constantly
And the New York Liberty was in the WNBA finals last year, weren't they? Didn't they lose to Las Vegas?
And casual fans that get the middle finger from Chandler wouldn't know that.
Yeah, how many people were at the Storm home opener?
How many people go to the Atlanta games?
How many people were at the Mystics home opener?
The Atlanta barely putting in 2,000 fans.
Well, nobody goes to games in Atlanta because all they think they don't have no damn
but
fans.
they're trying to grow the league.
But
you're trying to grow the league.
You're answering the question,
bro.
That's the problem.
Dude, I'm telling you, Chandler, everything that they're saying and everything that they're doing goes totally to undermine that girl. And I get it. She may have not been deserving to be on the roster, but you should have been preparing for that girl to be on that roster 3 years ago.
That was up to her, bro, because she made choices not to take those camps.
No, bro.
She was invited.
She didn't get invited.
Exactly. Why do you think they don't invite her? They don't like her, bro.
She was invited. Dude, she didn't go to the camps.
Dude, they do not like her, bro. Point blank.
Dude,
they don't like
her. First of all, stop. 3 years ago, nobody knew who the hell Caitlin Clark was. Okay,
dude,
we're going back 3 years now.
I'm gonna say about 3.
Nobody knew who she was.
Well, I'm gonna say for the last 2. For the last 2, we know who she was.
Paige Beckers was Caitlin Clark 3 years ago.
But we knew who she was.
Yeah. 3 years ago, 3 years ago, when they started all of this, she wasn't going to the camps, even though she was invited. She wasn't going to the training camps.
She wasn't good enough 2 years ago.
She wasn't Caitlin Clark.
2 years ain't enough to be 2 years worth of practice ain't enough to be on that team.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna even Taylor. This is where I'm gonna go with this, bro. You do not go to the Olympics. That you are literally. I watch the Olympics. I watch the women's games. They are destroying these teams, bro.
So
it is a foregone conclusion that they are going to win the championship. They won 8 straight medals.
Okay,
they literally destroy these other women. You trying to tell me Caitlin Clark come in the blowout game just for the media hype is not going to bring more attention to your game, and you're not sacrificing losing the game?
She should get an opportunity over somebody that might not ever get another one.
But you're not losing out on an opportunity to capitalize on her.
Okay, no. There's okay. The women that played on the team 4 years ago, there's 3 of them that didn't make this year's team and probably won't make another one.
Dude, I'm gonna just put it like
they were
this,
on
bro.
a team that won a gold medal. What are we talking about?
Okay, so what I'm saying is she was supposed to get on this team over somebody that hadn't gotten on this team and may never make another team.
But see, I can't use that argument if you're telling me Bronny James is going to make a team over somebody that deserves
Bronny James ain't got nothing to do with the damn Olympics, bro.
No, I'm talking about. I'm putting the two together, brother. I'm putting the two together.
I'm
just trying to get a spot on the Lakers on the roster when he doesn't deserve it over somebody else.
That's a straw man argument, Barry.
No, okay. Wait, Barry. I gotta go here. And Chandler, you may not agree with me, and all y'all may not agree with me.
I don't agree with you, bro.
Brittany fucking Griner's on the team. She ain't played a fucking game all season, but 1. Well, 2 maybe. Brittany fucking Griner ain't played all fucking season, bro.
Chelsea Gray played all season, but she's the best point guard in the WNBA.
They have not played.
Chelsea Gray is on the team, and we just said
you're putting players on the team that literally haven't even played. You're telling me because this girl improved herself, but these people haven't played.
So Caitlin Clark can play center now?
No,
put another center on there. So put another center on there, but you put somebody on the team who literally have not played all fucking season. But you're saying that she hasn't deserved it.
That's beside the point.
You know what's awesome though? I think the best thing is that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark didn't make the Olympic team because guess what? We've been talking about it for 30 minutes.
When the games are in the United States, they can play.
Just honestly, we are talking about
that's a 2020. That's a 2020 roster. Just an FYI.
Dude, I'm gonna just be, and I'll go even further. I'll go even further, and I'm telling y'all right now.
Retired Tina Charles.
The men have not.
Nafisha Collier making her second team.
Was Tyler taking Smith set on the court?
Dude, I'm just saying, man, dude, the men ain't been sending their best team, their best players. So why does it make a difference if the women got to send their best player? The men ain't been sending their best players.
Again, what does that have to do with the women's team?
So you can't say one justifies the other. The men don't even send their best team, and they saying it's about Olympic pride and all this stuff. The men don't even play.
Right?
What does one have to do with the other?
Because if we're not sending our best men, what does it matter? We don't send our best women. It's for the Olympics.
Because the women's international game is far better than the men's international.
But the men have grown their game. And Chandler, I'm just be real with you, dude. Go back and watch the Michael Jordan special. When the NBA took off,
watch that damn special. I don't give a damn about Michael Jordan. I don't care what happened in 1992.
He's gonna go.
But this is what I'm going to tell you, Chandler, and this is real talk. The NBA was growing. You know when the NBA went into this upper stratosphere, when they sent all their best players to the Olympics. That's when the NBA got all this overseas money. That's when you can be in a country that probably don't even have internet and watch the NBA finals right now.
All our best women's players to the Olympics.
But it wasn't just because Michael Jordan was the best player. He was also
sent all our best women's players to the Olympics.
But not your most popular player.
Okay, you didn't say most popular. You said best.
Michael Jordan was the best player, but he also was the most popular player.
He's not the best player.
But she's the most popular.
She's the most popular player. Sending the best players every 4 years. Has that money been flowing back into the WNBA?
No. It hasn't, and you got to change the definition of insanity is repeating the same shit over and over and expect a different result.
Let me say this one time. See, all of the people that are coming out of the woodwork that now suddenly care about the WNBA, but have been watching it from its inception, I don't hear you because you haven't been here long haul. So you don't get to say what's good for the league now when you haven't been here.
I've been watching since my talking about the WNBA is what's good for the league because I could care less.
How do you know you don't care about it?
I could care less about 4 years ago. Now I do. Now I care because you know what? Now it's something to watch. I want to see Angel Reese play. I want to see Caitlin Clark play.
But if you want to see them play, dude, you know what, Chandler? And this is what I'm gonna go with this, bro. You can't say that people don't care about it because ultimately you want to see them make money, which they've been complaining about. And if you're doing the things to undermine you making money, then yes, I fucking care. I fucking care. When I can't go watch my comments kill the league anymore, I fucking care, bro. Like, dude, like real talk. They talking about bringing back the comments. I don't want to see the comments here for 2 years and now they folding because they not making no damn money in the league because you're not capitalizing on your best, most popular player. You're not capitalizing on your most popular player at the most opportune time. Dude, the one thing about women's basketball is always been true is they're more susceptible to knee injuries. Caitlin Clark could blow out both her ACLs next Olympics come around, and now you done missed that opportunity 8 years. So miss me with that. She gonna be on the next team shit. She need to be on
look. Let me get in here real quick because it's like again, it's like I don't think we should sit up here and be on that like that hipster shit like, oh, I was watching the WNBA before watching WNBA was cool and all that, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, you know. It's like you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it's just I feel like again, it's like the WNBA they need to capitalize. Like I said, I literally just said like a couple minutes ago, like put the 12 best teams out there. But on the same token, it's like, yeah, it's like I feel like, and I'm just gonna pull back the curtain here. It's like me talking about Caitlin Clark or defending Caitlin Clark is like I'm tired of being looked at as some goddamn Uncle Tom because I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe we should like use this young lady to push the game forward. You know, I don't care if I don't care about all that other shit. It's just like, but what I'm tired of is like looking like some kind of goddamn jigaboo like bootlicking motherfucker because I'm saying, you know what? Maybe the WNBA should try to push this forward.
I'm right there with
maybe. But I said this weeks ago. I was like, she getting everybody fed. She's gonna put food on everybody's plate. And it's like these women are too busy being jealous and hating to realize, like, you know, like what did I say? And I don't know if y'all remember what I said. I was like, you know what? If you don't like Caitlin Clark, guess what? When the Fever come to town, bust her ass. That's how you do on the court. You don't like somebody, you know what? When you come on the court, I'm going to bust your ass. I'm going to put 25, 30 in your life and then keep it moving. But if not, you know, because it's like the stars or whatever like that, I can understand how they feel. But it's like the lady on the end of the bench for the Dream, she should love the fuck out of Caitlin Clark.
The players on the court don't
you know what I'm saying?
On the Olympic team. They don't control who gets on TV. They don't control that. The players on the court don't control that. So please stop saying that the players on the court are the reason anything happening with Caitlin Clark.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. But that's the prevailing things. I keep hearing the women in the NBA, they don't have to like her. Okay? They don't have to. But if the owners of the teams, the people who make the decisions, don't capitalize on it, that's not on the players. That's my issue with this narrative. Okay? Because I keep hearing how the players are, who cares? The players were jealous of Michael Jordan. Okay? The players were jealous of Michael Jordan. And that's a fact. They froze him out in the All-Star game. That is also a fact. That is why he had an issue with Isaiah Thomas, because he felt Isaiah Thomas was the ringleader of that. Even though they do that to every rookie, every All-Star game. Okay? The players on the court.
And pull up that committee that
Caitlin Clark, other than beating the hell out the Fever by 40 or 50 points like the Sun did the other night.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I said. It's like, yeah, it's like, but see, here's the thing though. Like they froze Jordan out, but then it got to a point to where they couldn't deny Jordan.
Exactly.
They couldn't deny the superstar.
The players will do what players do.
They couldn't deny the superstar that Jordan was. Steve. It's like Chandler, you're old enough to remember when the damn NBA Finals came on tape delay.
Yes, I am.
Saying it's like Jordan and and first Bird and Magic, and then Jordan even took that to another level. You know what I'm saying? It's like because it got to a point where they couldn't deny Jordan. Jordan became the NBA, and then as much as these players wanted to deny it, they had to fall in line behind Jordan because like Jordan was the one getting the contracts raised.
So
he was the one where they were.
Steve, that'll happen, but she's not there yet.
Caitlin
so right
Clark,
now, it's up to the owners.
Caitlin Clark is already a bigger star than 99% of the league in the WNBA.
But whose job is to capitalize on it? Is it the players or is it the owners?
But the owners didn't select the Olympic team.
It's everybody's job.
It's everybody's job.
I think it's everybody's job.
Neither did the players. Neither did the players. The players didn't select the Olympic team. Neither did the owners. The Olympic committee did.
No, we're not saying the players select.
But it was all the women.
What women? It was the Olympic committee. That had nothing to do with the players.
It was.
No, but if you're saying that the players, whose job is it to capitalize? I'm saying it's everybody's. I think the players got to capitalize it as well as the owners.
Larry just said that the players are the reason.
It wasn't the owners and it wasn't the Olympic committee. The players, the people who pick who's on their team for the women is former players.
Former players, not present players.
But they're all jealous of her. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Stop
Chandler
lumping everybody together.
Chandler, you know what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm just being real, dude. And Barry hit on the head. It's a lot of marketing dollars in the Olympics, dude. The world literally comes to a complete stop during the Olympics, bro.
Yes, I know.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
To watch in the
Chandler,
summer.
you my boy. We cool as hell, but you could have been the best player. But if Barry's the most popular, hey Barry, you staying at home. Hey Chandler, you staying at home. We bringing Barry. I hate to tell you that.
I am the most.
Somebody taking one for the team.
Lumping the present players in with.
But you know what? And I'll go even further with you, Chandler. Me personally, because I know how popular Caitlin Clark is. If it's me and I'm eating with her, hey, you know what, Caitlin, you take my place on the team. I'm staying at home. I know we're gonna blow them women out anyway. We're gonna win these games. Put me on there on paper.
I'm not giving up my spot.
I'm not giving up my spot. But I understand where you're coming from, Larry. But I'm not giving up my spot on the Olympics.
I mean, if I'm Diana Taurasi and I got 5 other medals, I don't care about my spot.
I mean, that's who I brought up. Diana Taurasi is
I would be like, you know what, Caitlin, I got 5 medals. You know what, girl, you go ahead and take my spot.
Barry's the marketing guy here, and it's like, man, look here. Wheaties box, Gatorade, NBC, it just like when the Olympics come around, every product ties in something with the Olympics. She would have been on the cereal boxes. She would have been on the Coke cans. She would have been on, everything else. She would have been on the billboard, stuff like that.
It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that too, Steve. Like it's selling the advertising space on their app. It's on their like over the top OTT and connected TV. It's selling the advertisement on linear TV. There's a lot of dollars, not just marketing her for the Olympic product, but just when she's on TV. I want to buy
the ad space during the game, just like with Super Bowl.
During the game, like
we see it with Super Bowl commercials. You know what I'm saying? The commercials for the Super Bowl cost X amount of dollars to where it's like, yeah, it's like the commercials during, rhythmic gymnastics, nobody cares about those. But those commercials during, USA versus, Spain, that's where you make the money.
But you can still sell that advertising space during the ping pong game because it's all lumped together, right? Like it's Olympics, not just women's basketball or the men's basketball. It's the Olympics. I can sell the average. I literally just got out of a meeting talking about this yesterday, where there is nothing else, like especially like on linear or digital TV, right? You don't have anything else to sell for that space, right? You have maybe House of the Dragon, but that's limited ad space. You got maybe something on Disney Plus with like Star Wars or something like that. But all these other, like you might have The Boys on Prime TV, but there's nothing else that like to sell, especially sports wise.
Too small. What is this graphic? The print's too small, bro. I'm old,
dude. But you know what I'm saying?
This is the board. This is the board of directors for the.
So there are men on. So there are men on this, right? There are men on this, right?
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes. Wait. Is it? Hold on. Serious. Is this for just the men's team, or is this like everything?
This is the women's joint. This is the whole joint.
So this is the whole thing.
This is everybody.
So there's men here, right?
So Simone Augustus,
it's not just women. It's not just women, like Larry keeps trying to tell me that all of this
Sue Bird,
Jennifer
Bethany.
But you trying to tell me if Sue Bird and all them go in there and say no, we don't want on the team because we feel like she's being handed everything? You trying to tell me that the men not gonna be like, okay?
Why is Kevin Durant on this?
Yeah, is that Kevin Durant?
That is KD.
Why is he on the board?
He's on the board.
Harrison Barnes
on the board of directors.
I'm gonna just say this, dude, and I've been saying this.
Yeah, that's right. An Olympic gold medal. Oh my God, he was on that team.
You have not.
That's right. Oh my God.
I'm just gonna put it like this, and I'm not being funny. This girl has been in the WNBA, but yeah, she was in college, and you have literally never seen not one of these women in anything with Caitlin Clark. Not even once.
Anything like what?
I forgot Jennifer.
No commercials, no promos for no games.
Team's decision who's in commercials with her. That's not up to them.
You trying to tell me that? You trying to tell me it was the marketing team that said, "Hey, Jordan and Bird, let's go play horse"?
Yes, their marketing teams got together and made those.
But they have to agree to do it. They have to agree to.
Their teams got together and did that.
But they have to agree.
The teams don't decide that.
No, I said they're marketing teams. I didn't say they're teams.
But the players, teams. But the players decide with the players.
Your agent negotiates that deal or what have you. That's totally separate.
Part of your marketing team, Barry.
But if I go to my agent and I go to my marketing team and tell them I'm not doing nothing with that girl, and I'm not gonna do nothing with her.
Like you hire an agency like Octagon Marketing, where I used to work from a sports agency that'll handle that kind of deal, not your agent.
But Barry, if your client come and tell you I'm not doing no commercial with that girl, or I'm not doing that with that girl, what you gonna say?
I mean, I'll say I have to honor your wishes.
Yes,
you pay my contract, but I'll also say you the
Jordan
dumbest.
Was doing his commercials. How many other people were in commercials with him?
Who?
When Jordan started doing his commercials, how many people were in commercials with him? He was just the only one, right?
Jordan?
Yes.
Barkley
started doing commercials.
I mean, he did it with Spike Lee.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
No, that's not what I asked you. So what I asked you. What I said was. Because
that's what you asked me.
I'm hearing a lot of misogyny here because all women are jealous now.
It's not misogyny.
Wait, no, what is it?
Nobody's saying all
Michael Jordan did it on
that's right here, Larry.
McDonald's commercial with Larry Bird.
All these women. It can't be all of them.
No, wait. Michael Jordan did
I'm not saying it's all of them, but you just said the stars are not. Dude, you trying to tell me that it's not? Angel Reese has literally done nothing with that girl, and they've been tied together for the past 3 years.
She don't like her. So what?
What does money got to do with liking somebody?
Wait. But that's a
God.
That's a missed opportunity by
It might be.
Hang on, Chandler, hang on. That's a missed opportunity by both those girls.
Yes, it is.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese haven't gotten a brain in their heads together. Say, you know what? I'm making money, but I can make more money with that girl.
Yeah,
I think that's a miss.
on both their parts. Yes,
That's
it is.
That's what I said. That's what I mean. Like I think
I agree with you.
And I think, and it's part of me thinks it's more Angel Reese than Caitlin Clark.
Okay,
But like if Angel Reese was smart, I'd be like, how can we make some bread together? Ask Nas and Jay-Z.
That's your opinion.
Dude,
I don't have the right to tell somebody else how to feel about somebody and what they should do and how they should do it, bro.
I'm gonna go even further, dude. Chandler, that girl literally got hit with a low blow, and her teammates watched her grovel in pain on the court, and didn't even go and throw a blow or a fight
just
or
got
nothing.
her nose damn near broken. I didn't see her teammates running out on the court to fight for her.
You trying to tell me, bro, that if I'm making money with that girl, I'm not fighting with her, unless I don't like her?
A'ja Wilson just got her nose almost broken in a game 2 nights ago.
A'ja Wilson is not the golden child.
Oh my God!
I want the knife.
Oh my God!
I want the knife, please, dude. The numbers don't lie, Chandler. The numbers show that everything goes up.
Her teammates did not go out there and fight for her,
bro. What I said?
Teammates did not run out there for her. Does that mean they don't like A'ja Wilson?
What did I say last week, Melvin? You don't fuck with the experiment, man. We making money with this dude, man. Go watch In Too Deep. Melvin, do not fuck with the experiment. We are making too much money. Dude, they are literally gonna have record profits, but all of the record profits are tied to Caitlin Clark. All of the record profits are tied to that girl. And I hate to say, and I'm not pulling the card. Caitlin Clark could be black, and if she was still in that same upper echelon,
she wouldn't be.
I'm not saying that she would or shouldn't be, but I'm just saying if she was black and she was still drawing the audience and the attendance and the ratings was going up like that, I would still be like, y'all should have put that girl on that team, regardless if she's white or black or not.
But she wouldn't be because you know I know that because Candace Parker.
But you can't say that.
A'ja Wilson has a statue in the state of North Carolina, which is one of the most racist states you could go to. She has a statue.
But you know what I'm gonna tell you that. But you know what I'm gonna tell you, Chandler?
I get it, bro. And Steve, to your point, this is not about trying to make anybody. My issue isn't with, and I said it wrong, but my problem with this whole thing is this. I've watched so many black female athletes who deserve this attention and not get it.
And I think that's the problem. That's the problem.
I don't care. That I don't want to hear about Caitlin Clark, and I don't want to hear about it because you know what? I watched too many transcendent black female athletes get shit on. And now the best player was Caitlin Clark is getting shit on? No, I don't.
But Chandler, you know what? I'm gonna go there, and I'm like Steve. Don't make it seem like I'm the Uncle Tom. There's been a whole shitload of very talented.
Trust me.
There's been a whole shitload of very talented white athletes that have played women's basketball before Caitlin Clark and have not gotten the attention that Caitlin Clark gets.
Diana Taurasi,
Diana Taurasi, one of the dude.
Nancy Lieberman.
Yeah, dude, what's her name? Rebecca Lobo. Rebecca Lobo was the Christian Laettner at the time, bro.
That's because none of them had a black woman get in their face like Angel Reese did because Caitlin Clark was not being mentioned like it was until Angel Reese did what she did in the national championship game, man.
Caitlin Clark started taking off because she could shoot threes that far consistently that most women can't shoot.
Not true.
And when she beat South Carolina is when she exploded.
No, the national attention on Caitlin Clark, even after that game, did not start until Angel Reese did this.
That's when it blew up even more. But she got the attention when she beat South Carolina.
Not nationally.
Yeah, bro.
You beat an undefeated team, and you're trying to say that she didn't get national attention.
It was not the same. Okay, go back and look at ESPN's feed when she beat South Carolina, and then look at it the day after the championship game and see when she beat South Carolina, she wasn't even the lead story on ESPN.
Chandler,
they weren't even the lead story.
But Chandler, I'm gonna say it like this: black, white, Asian, green, she could be a fucking alien. If we making money, bro, and that girl makes money, we're gonna make money together, bro. Like, dude, we all said the same thing when Angel Reese brought that tiara out while she's shooting hoops. They should have been at Tiffany's the next fucking day shooting a commercial. Like, dude, like, how do you not capitalize? You know how much shit women buy, bro? You know how much women literally are the biggest consumers.
Here we go with the women thing again.
They be
They are the biggest consumers, bro. They are the biggest
shopping.
consumers out of anybody, bro. Point blank.
Men don't stand in line for hours to buy $200 sneakers when they're 40 years old.
We do, but dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, if
I battle
I know a whole
box
bunch
stockings
that
like
do.
a real man. Yeah.
yeah, man, it's like this. Like, take the hit. Just take the hit.
I
But,
don't
dude,
buy sneakers.
dude, I'm gonna put it like this, bro, and I'm not even being funny, bro. If I was tied to Caitlin Clark and I'm Angel Reese, I'm selling Starberries. I don't give a shit.
you.
I'm doing.
That's
Hey, we
that's
selling
you.
whatever product, and I'm quite sure that these marketing people have been coming to them, telling them, "Hey, let's do this commercial. Hey, let's do this. Hey, I got this person coming to me,"
That's her choice.
and they're saying, "No, we don't want to do it with her."
Yes,
they're
that's
saying
their
it.
choice. That is their choice.
Yes, their choice, dude. And I'm telling you, it's so many times, bro, that in this world, we all got to know the simple fact that somebody will say one thing to your face, smile, laugh,
That's
and
right.
joke with you, and screw you behind closed doors.
Yeah,
And
you know
when
what?
the doors close,
I've
it's
lived
screw
in
you.
doing this on different platforms.
Your
okay?
actions speak louder than your words.
I've lived that doing this on different platforms where people have told me they my man, and I turn around and completely shit on me. Okay,
Oh, boy.
I get all of that, but you know
I
what
would
my choice is? My choice is to continue living
Dude.
how I live.
I'm gonna just put it like this, man. If Caitlin Clark went to the Olympics, dude, they would be selling WNBA jerseys on the front line of Ukraine and Russia right now.
I doubt it.
Dude, I bullshit you not, bro.
I doubt it.
They probably would be selling, everything under the sun. But you can't tell me that the only excuse that y'all saying is that this girl has improved herself. Meanwhile, y'all should have been building up this momentum. Y'all should have been building up this momentum. But then you got somebody like Brittany Griner who has not played at all. At all. She didn't play all season. She played like one game or two games.
I mean, she got the OG spot, man. Like, they just, like, she got the.
Then you gave it to Taurasi.
Yeah, I mean, her and Taurasi got the, the OG, like, career achievement, like, spots. I mean, and that's fine, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
dude, it's like, man, like, dude, I'm being for real, dude. Caitlin, you go kiss babies and sign autographs at the end of the bench because that's your job doing the Olympics, bro. I hate to say it,
And
like
they put her on the team.
Well, she's like Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own, right? Come out, tip your cap, and then go back in the dugout.
Dude, I'm gonna put it like this, dude. It's a reason why their whole season literally stops during the Olympics. Baseball season stops during the Olympics.
They've been doing that for years. They've stopped the season for years.
Dude, Chandler, I'm gonna just put it like this, bro. It's a reason why you don't see shit on TV during the Super Bowl. It's a reason why, bro. Because everybody's watching the Super Bowl. You can't find people playing.
You don't watch the Super Bowl?
No, I don't.
The Super Bowl.
We watch the dog show.
No, I don't
Puppy
watch
Bowl. Puppy Bowl.
Something.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Super Bowl. I haven't watched the Super Bowl in 10 years, man.
Chandler, I even go further.
That's not.
I'm dead serious.
I'll go even further. You see why the NHL playoffs do not come on the same day as the NBA playoffs?
Yes, they have an agreement not to mess with each other's time slots.
No,
they
don't give a shit about time slots.
Some of those teams share
they
arenas
actually
too.
do.
I mean,
They actually do because they used to step on each other.
But they don't want to step on those marketing dollars either.
Yes,
they want to make sure
they
you tied into watch.
They used to, but then the commissioners got together and said, "Hey, we can make more money by not screwing each other over."
It's a reason why you don't see a WNBA game nowhere near. The WNBA game will never be nowhere near televised the NBA playoffs.
Why do you think the NFL suddenly started doing Christmas games? Because the NBA had a monopoly on that for years. Now the NFL suddenly decided they wanted to do it.
And that ain't
right. That ain't right.
It's not.
Christmas for NBA. Thanksgiving's for the NFL. And them stinking ass guys.
Now the NFL is doing it. So at the end of the day,
but if the Super Bowl was on Christmas, then you know what the NBA is going to do? Oh, we'll catch you on.
the NBA will still have a damn Christmas game.
The NBA will still have Christmas games because me, honestly, I've always had the awful take of, you know what? Look, the NBA should probably start on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Christmas should be like opening night, opening day, whatever like that. Started on Christmas because for most people, that's when they really sit down and watch their first NBA game is on Christmas.
Yeah, the NBA don't really start until Christmas for me.
Yeah, exactly. So
what,
I always
November?
say, you know what, start the season on Christmas. You know,
but if the Olympics was doing Christmas, then they would be like, no, we're gonna stop everything we're doing because
there is Olympics during Christmas, right?
It's called the Winter Olympics,
not the what's called Olympics. I'm talking about
and shit.
I'm talking about if it was like basketball and stuff like that. But
like we saw it with the World Cup. The World Cup had record numbers because they had it in the middle of the fucking desert in the Middle East. They had to have it in November, like in like holiday time where people are more likely to be around a TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we saw that with the World Cup where it's like they had record like viewership because of when it was.
You're talking about in the States, right? Because outside the States, they have record viewership.
Of course, in the States, Chandler, because it's like football, as me and you both know, it's like it's more popular. It's like it's like
acting like this is the only country that viewership matters.
This is where we live. It's America.
This is the only one I give
I'm not making no money off of it, so why do I care about their viewership?
Dude, but I'm saying it. This is the reason why you bring Caitlin Clark, man. Bro.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, man. It affects everybody.
Dollars for me.
It makes it. There's a trickle down. There is a trickle down.
Tell me. Oh my God. Okay, Reaganomics. Tell me the trickle down. Reaganomics.
Nah, I ain't about it, man. Let's not go there. But hey, look, I'm gonna just say this, dude.
I know that the Olympic ratings makes money for me because I'm selling advertising space.
Okay, so it makes money for you. How does it make money for me?
But you're not in the WNBA. You've been complaining about not making money for the past 20 years.
I ain't never complained about. First of all, I have never complained about that because I have said for the past 20 years that the owners lie and that their books are fake. I have said that about every sport. It's in every sport, the owners claim they're losing money.
They do.
Stop. Let me tell you something now. The team, as an entity unto itself, will always lose money. However, the books only include the team. They don't include all the other money that they're making when they're making a profit. If your business was not making a profit, you would not own it. No one owns a business that loses money consistently or they sell it. There is a reason that the valuation of all of these sports franchises, including WNBA franchises, by the way, keeps going up. There is a reason for that. So the valuation of your organization, of your company, does not go up if you are consistently losing money. That does not increase the value of it.
So that's the reason why I don't have my
house is a piece of crap. The value of your home does not go up.
So that's the reason why I don't have my comments anymore. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, dude.
He cashed out.
Dude, I'm just keeping it real, dude. Like, bro, a WNBA game prior to these last 2 seasons, bro, I could probably go and play around on the court in the middle of the game and shoot around and do whatever the hell I want to do. I probably could pay for the cheapest ticket in there and move all the way down to the front row. The WNBA, bro, has literally had so attendance records that was so low that it didn't even make no sense, bro.
Why do people keep wanting to get why do people keep wanting to own the franchises?
They only have like what, 8 teams or 9 teams, dude. And the only reason why they do that is because
then why are there 12 teams? Why are there 12 teams?
Because they have tax write-offs. That's the only reason why the WNBA exists, and it will be a PR nightmare.
For 20 years. For 20 years.
If the NBA shut down the WNBA, if the NBA shut down the WNBA, it will be a PR nightmare for them. And that's one of the reasons why they haven't shut it down. But I can tell you right now, Chandler, dude, like I said, you talking to somebody who watched the games, bro. Like, you could literally watch finals games 3 years ago and see a whole row of empty seats at a WNBA finals game. And that's just keeping it real, bro.
Okay.
Nobody was watching the games. Nobody was going to the game.
That is not the only place they make money, is on attendance.
And I get it. They make money on other stuff too, but nobody was even watching the game. They only had 3.
Not the only place
they had a best of 3 in the finals for so long. They had a best of 3 in the finals.
The owner of the Oakland Athletics claims that he's been losing money for years, yet he refuses to sell the franchise.
They cook books.
That's just bad business. That's just bad business, though.
No. What he's doing is, but yet the value of his franchise has tripled in the past 3 years. So how is he losing money if the value of the franchise has tripled?
Dude, WNBA franchises wasn't worth no money. Now they starting to go up, but they wasn't worth no money.
Okay.
That's why they don't really change hands. That's why they was folding so many teams and consolidating players, bro. Dude, they just wasn't making no money. And like,
I'm not saying that they were making money. What I said was that they're lying about losing money.
Okay, Chandler. So since we're gonna go there, bro. So Aaron found some of the article. I actually read the real article. It was on I want to say it wasn't on ESPN. I think it was on the AP. When the NBA really started losing a lot of money from the WNBA, when you were seeing teams folding left and right, they hired a private firm to find out why they were not making the money that they thought they should have been making.
Stop right there.
I'm gonna go there. No, let me talk because I'll let you talk. No, let me finish saying what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna finish saying what I'm gonna say. They hired an independent firm, and the independent firm found out the reason why they was not making money. The attendance records were so low because people were turned off. They tried to sell the product as a family-oriented game that people could bring their kids out to when the NBA season stopped, and they were seeing all of the LBGT people in the stands cutting up, and it was turning people off, and they did not want to go to the games, and the LBGT community was not going to the games, and the viewership was so low they had to package the games with the NBA package to get people to even buy it because the viewership was so low.
So you said they weren't making the money they thought they should have made. When I used to work for Hewlett Packard, right?
We're not talking about Hewlett Packard. The NBA just sold a package for what? $72 billion, bro.
They would call quarterly losses, even though they made a profit, because they didn't make the profit they thought they should have made, so they called it a loss. Dude. What you said was they didn't make the money they thought they should have made. That doesn't mean that it's a loss. That means they didn't make what they thought they should have. But
they were not making money. They were not making money, bro. That's the whole point about it. They were not making money.
They obviously were making something.
Dude, these teams make money on attendance, viewership, and memorabilia. That's where they make the bulk of their money at. On merchandise. Dude, the WNBA was literally not selling nothing.
So they were making $0. They were making $0.
They had to package the WNBA games in with the NBA games.
$0.
Dude, they literally just negotiated the NBA TV rights deals, bro.
Were they making $0? Yes or no?
They were not. They weren't even in the black. They had been in the red for years.
Were they making? So they were making negative money.
They were. Why do you think the NBA was subsidizing them? Okay. The NBA players in their collective bargaining agreement, they negotiated to offset some of the losses in the NBA, the WNBA, just to even pay them.
I will never believe anything a billionaire says.
And I'm not saying they don't cook the books. I'm just telling you is that they had not been turning a profit.
On the screen and put a big ass arrow next to it, son.
They had not been turning a profit, point blank. And you can't sit up and tell me that it would have been a PR nightmare if they would have just said, "Hey, let's the league is going to."
Nobody was going. Where was the PR nightmare if no one was going?
Yes, it would have been a nightmare because women would have been in uproar over them shutting down the league, but women was not going to the games and supporting them. That's the whole reason why they.
How would it have been a PR nightmare if no one was going to the game?
Because women were getting an uproar, dude. They were getting an uproar about them even having a league, bro. Dude, it's a reason why when you start seeing teams fold and they consolidating the league and they offsetting all this other stuff, that's when you see stuff like the USFL, the XFL. You see all these leagues that are literally folding because they team
was there an uproar when those teams folded? Was it an uproar when those leagues folded?
It wasn't women's basketball. They wasn't women's basketball, bro.
There were women basketball leagues that had been there and folded before.
But not a WNBA product, bro. But not a WNBA
wasn't the first women's basketball league.
but not a WNBA product that they sold with
If
these.
no one was going, then where was the uproar if they folded? If no one was going and no one was watching and no one cared.
Chandler, you know what I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I'm just being real, bro. That those leagues folded when there wasn't no Meta, no X, no
social media
was around before all of that.
That's what I'm saying. They was not
So
all these
folded it, and no one would have cared.
Nobody would have cared because there was no social media that we have now. We live in a digital age, bro.
Gentlemen,
live in a digital age. They wasn't in a digital age. That was years ago.
Okay, all right. We're gonna have to put this one on pause.
We can put it on pause. We can put it on whatever, bro. I'm saying what I'm saying.
I feel you. So here's the deal, gentlemen. Here's the deal. I mean,
make money, bro. End of the game. End of the day,
I agree. I see where both of you guys are coming from, but ultimately, man, I think personally it's a mistake that the WNBA as a collective isn't rallying around this girl and making money. But again, I see where Chandler's coming from too. With that being said, Barry is really about to turn into a pumpkin, so we gotta get him out of here. You know what, Chandler? You know what? I love you, big guy. Thanks for coming out and kicking with us, man. Give us a plug and a close out and shut it down, my guy.
Y'all make my head hurt sometimes.
Sometimes, all the time.
Y'all make my head hurt. Oh my God! Nobody's watching, but we can't close the store. No one's coming to the store.
But you gonna remember this conversation, hey Chandler. But you gonna remember this. That's why I got the head hurt.
We're closing the shop. That's it. Close the shop.
Oh hey, you gonna remember this conversation. You gonna think about it for 3 days. We good.
God. Anyway, it's summertime. It's stuff to do. I just went to a fishing thing. Civilian organization put on for veterans. It's my 3rd year going. Y'all saw the tiny little fish I caught. First fish I caught in 3 years. I usually catch sticks and leaves. I actually caught a fish this year. I never cared. Yeah, it really was a tiny ass fish. I don't ever cared about catching a fish. I just like getting out there. So for veterans, family, friends of veterans, this time of year especially is hard sometimes because those of us that are struggling, we see all of the stuff outside and we want to go, but we don't know how to go, and it's hard to take the first step.
Right.
Take the first step. The worst thing that can happen is it sucks, which means you're right. It was going to suck anyway. So if it's good, you're right. If it sucks, you're right. Either way, you're going to be right. Everybody likes to be right. So just do it because either way, you're going to be right. Most of the time, you're going to enjoy yourself. 22 veterans commit suicide a day. The VA is cutting 10,000 jobs. We know they're understaffed. It doesn't matter. You go there, you get your services that you are entitled to. An entitlement is not something that you didn't earn. An entitlement is something you've earned. Don't turn down something you've earned. You broke your body, you broke your mind, you earned these entitlements, utilize them. The VA might suck, but it's better than the civilian world when it comes to spending money. Medication is free. Services are free. There's a lot of civilian organizations that actually want to help us and do things for us. Make yourself open to it. Say yes to life.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Chandler, man. Again, I say this all the time. As a spouse of a veteran, man, definitely take advantage of those services, man. It's tough. It's definitely tough, man. So thanks, Chandler, for coming through, man. Go take your medicine, Unc. It's been an interesting one for you today. Steve, you know what to do, my guy. Give me a plug and a close. Shut it down, my homie.
Now, some people might be wondering and probably maybe notice, during Larry's and Chandler's little to-do, I was looking down. Now, what I was doing was I was playing Kirby on my Switch. So that's what I was doing. I'd imagine those guys had a good back and forth, but I was was on this very difficult level, and I won. Look, it says victory. Look at that. I won.
I can't wait.
Anyway, once again, always a pleasure to come here and kick it with you guys. I mean, again, I've said this since the first show, and I'll say it every time. It's like I love people who love sports. And I love talking sports with people who know sports and have the same passion that I do. So every time I get a chance to come into the boardroom, I count it as a pleasure and an honor to come and kick it with y'all. And of course, Larry been holding it down for me, but he don't got quite the je ne sais quoi, as they say, as I do. So of course, everybody knows God is good
all the time.
Water is life. Make sure you drink your water, stay hydrated, especially in these summer months as it gets hot. And of course, Wu-Tang is for the children.
For the children.
Hopefully, I see y'all next week. I might not.
Sir.
I don't know. I see y'all when I see y'all.
Bring your black ass in here next week.
Later, big dog. Later, big dog, man. Good to see you, man. Prayers up for Steve, man. Going through some stuff right now, man. Larry, you know what to do, my guy. Give me a plug and close up and shut it down, big homie.
Man, first of all, I want to say, man, I love these battles with man. I love them. We had him putting his glasses on and taking them off and putting them back on again. And, you know, like I said, when you get him riled up like that, he going to remember it tomorrow and be like, yeah, damn, that's a good conversation. But, you know, I love the spirited heat that we get from every time he come in. Y'all know how I felt about veterans. We had a whole conversation about it in the green room. So I appreciate everything that he's doing. Glad to have Black Zach back. I've been over here trying to memorize, you know, his closing statements so I don't mess it up. I don't have his same swag when it comes to it. But like I say, it's always a pleasure hanging out with the crew. I look forward to these Tuesdays. And, you know, everybody be good. That's all I'm going to say, man. We had a spirited show.
Yes, sir, man.
All right.
Larry, man, pleasure kicking it with you, dude, man. Yeah, man. I live for this stuff. Villain, you know what to do, my guy. Shut it down.
Yeah, I'm tired. Love everybody. Great show. A lot of arguing. That's what we do. We do it in love. We do it in fun. LJ, Black Zach, love doing the show with you guys. UConn's the best. 2-time champion, going for 3. Holla at your boy. Villain is out. Peace.
Later, big dog, man. It's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. It's such a privilege and a pleasure doing this show with you guys every week, man. Also, shout out to my friends over at Nonsense and Deep Thoughts, man. Partnering up with them here in a couple weeks to do a show, talking everything sports. The demon that is fantasy football has struck. So I'm looking forward to diving into that, kind of getting in the lab, doing some things there. Shout out to the homie Larry, Steve, Chandler, everybody rocking with us, man. With that being said, I'm out, man. Catch you guys on the next one.